Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how is everybody doing tonight? The Good Vibes Room. Let's say hello to everybody. Welcome to a Friday night fiesta. It's just a chill show tonight. Let's see who we got tonight. We got Matt Arnett. We got Beyond the Grave Media. Oh, what's up, dude? Good to see you in here. I actually was going to show some of those laser discs that you got me. Shout out to you. Quentin loves trains and horror movies. Antanas. First live. Come on, Mike. Alden. I'm actually not very religious, but I could talk about that more tonight. This is y'all show tonight. This is y'all show. I'm not a religious type. Spiritual. But we can talk about that tonight. Jonathan. Allie, what's up? Edward Duff. Thank you, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed that. We might talk a little bit more about that tonight because there may be some context that people might have if I didn't fill in the blanks all the way with that story. But we can cross that bridge. Fight the Good Fight. Movie Misfits. What's up? Nightmare Films. Tell them Freddie sent you. Nice channel name. Todd, what's up? You're not late, dude. Oh, you're asking about a film. Let me see what you were saying. Jimmy, Toys from the Crypt, what's up? Movie Den, what's going on, brother? Cheers. Movie Den was very helpful in answering some questions I had about his camera a while back. And, dude, I hope your trucks and everything's all right. You posted about that on social media, so I'm assuming it's not private. Your truck blew up. Did you find it? Was it a crime? Did somebody did you owe the mafia some money? What happened? Witch Hunter, what's up? Night 90 Robert. Well, hell, hey, I wonder what his favorite movie is. What's up, Night 90? I love it too, man. I love it too. Jimmy Cobain. How are you, Jimmy? Savoy, 1984. I'm glad you're here, dude. Sean's been watching this channel for a long time, y'all. Jonathan, Anakin's anger management therapist. Got a 4K. We'll talk about that tonight too, dude. We'll talk about that tonight too. Thank you for being here. Kevin Kruger, good to see you. JG, what's up? Manny, I'm sorry. Hope you can watch the replay. We got 108 people in here already. Let's get those likes in to lock it in, y'all. Lock it in. Mr. Deadlights with a $2 super chat. I'm making a Friday fan film later this year. Dude, that's awesome, number one. And number two, I better have a cameo in it.
It's fucking fantastic.
All right, y'all, we're going to have a good time tonight. Here's a few preliminary things I want to talk to y'all about. Preliminary. Number one, after this show, I am recording my review for Time Cop on 4K UHD. And after that, I'm going to sit down tonight because I'm on Graveyards, and I'll be watching this. I'll be watching that. And also, shout out to Beyond the Grave. Check this out, guys. Spies Like Us, Laserdisc, Warner Home Video. These are just some of the ones he sent me. Sleepwalkers. Come on. Look at that. Come on, y'all. And then last but not least, one of the best movies of all time, Dead Poets Society. My favorite Robin Williams film. God almighty. What is there to say about this? This is a masterpiece. This is an actual masterpiece. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, good sir. Thank you so much. He also sent me a badass Freddy Krueger bumper sticker. But yes, I'll be this review will come out Monday. Tomorrow's Time Cop. This will be Monday. What do y'all think? Is it going to be any good? There's a lot of negativity around this release. And I get it. You know, I understand it. Thank you so much, Anthony. Hey, CHH. Sorry I've been busy, but I'm here tonight. Things just been very difficult for me lately, so I need some CHH. Well, Anthony, listen, dude. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully, we can make you laugh tonight. We'll have a good time tonight. Anthony, if you want to join me, I'm having a bro soda. You know, I highly recommend a bro soda. But listen, dude, we're here for you. You're part of the CHH family. So God bless you, dude. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And we're here for you tonight. Let me give you a clip.
George P. Wilbur is well, actually no, Dick Warlock's my favorite Myers, but it's we George P. Wilbur, Jizz P. Will, what I say?
I love that one. All right, guys. So let's see what we got going on. Let's talk to the chat. You know what? Brad, I'm gonna stick with it. I think that Dead Poets Society is one of the most emotional, and the story for me is, the story for me is so captivating in Dead Poets Society. I think it's the beauty of Dead Poets Society is it's an 80s movie at the end of the day, but it's also just a great movie that I don't know. I just think it's a masterpiece. Like it really sucks me emotionally. By the way, shout out to Hunter Collects who got some Planet CHH shirts. I wanted to demo it tonight, y'all. I got multiple designs Planet CHH on the T Public. Who doesn't want to rock a Planet CHH shirt? So we got those on the T Public if y'all want any. I finally finished the Hellraiser franchise, Christian. Now moving on to franchise where now I'm moving on to a franchise where I've seen most of the movies and have 2 more left. Well, let me know what that is. Well, I think a lot of people just are like, they don't trust Ignite Films. And here's the funny thing. Tell them Freddie sent you. When they announced that 4K, this 4K, every time I mentioned it online, a bunch of people were like, Christian, give them a shot. Get it. You're not going to review that? And I was saying, I'll probably wait for Arrow. And then people are like, come on, dude, give them a shot. Give them a shot. So I get it. Once I get it and I say I'm getting it, then I get a bunch of messages saying like, "Oh, why are you getting that? Just wait for Arrow. They'll do a better job and stuff." I'm just like, I mean, I'm going to review it and I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, I got it, so you guys need to get it too." If I really enjoy it and I think the packaging and the features and everything is really nice, I'll say it. The good thing I can tell you about this right off the bat is it does say restored in gory 4K approved by Brian Usna. Obviously, because Mr. Gordon, the director of the film, has passed. So Brian Usna is definitely the person I would have gone to next in line. So we'll see, guys. I'll give you a fair and honest economical review on the release. That's the way the cookie's gonna crumble on that one. Thoughts on Basket Case? I mean, it's a decent song, but I'll be honest with you. In terms of Green Day, Dookie's record, I'm not a huge Dookie fan. I really like the one. I think it's the Nimrod record that I really like. Okay, Jonathan, I'm just kidding. Classic. Are you kidding me? I think Basket Case is one of the greatest New York horror films. I mean, it really shows you New York City where it was gritty and grimy in the very, very early 80s. It's a fantastic film. It's coming tomorrow. Oh, that's Hunter. Hunter was the guy that got the shirt. Hunter was rocking his Planet CHH shirt. That Brandon clip is hysterical. Got the Anchor Bay 3-disc LE in the mail yesterday. Going to go to Great Show, my Blue Underground DVD Simpson. Thanks for doing the review on it. Dude, thank you. I'm assuming you're talking about the Suspiria? Of Suspiria. Okay, yeah. What's the next movie you plan to see at the theater? That is a great question. It's a very personal question. It's a very personal question, but I'll answer it. Sorry, somebody was texting me. No, for real. I think it's going to be that movie Until Dawn, right? I mean, I thought the trailer for that, and again, I was in the theater, and that's the reason I saw the trailer. I thought the trailer for that just looked absolutely fantastic. So that's probably going to be the movie I go see next. Thank you. Available on the Planet CHH Spring. Get color variants. You get whatever color you want. Do you still have the Creep Show 2 clip with Brandon on the couch? I do. I have it. That is a special super chat clip. I'm not saying anybody needs to donate it, but some of those clips I do it for the higher bidders because some of those are just like they're hysterical. Good Morning Vietnam is great. My old Myers mask video for the 100,000th time, for the 1,000th. I shouldn't 100,000. Hey, dude, I'm a mind reader. You know, I'd have to buy those, Eric. I don't have them. That's funny though. I should get them for the Friday the 13th collection though. And you know, Arrow's probably gonna announce Reanimator. I mean, in my hand, this feels nice, but you know, I'm gonna scour this sucker tonight. That's tonight's plans. Thoughts on Silent Night, Deadly Night? It's good. It's good. It's a good slasher film. Period. Not a good holiday movie. It's just I think it's a legitimately good slasher film, and I like it quite a bit. I do. Am I washed out? Let me see if I can fix this. Yeah, I feel like I'm washed out, guys. Let me fix this. All right, that should be a little bit better. Is that better, y'all? Hold on. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, I feel like that's better. I was washed out big time, wasn't I? I did cover I Still Believe Horror Collections 13. I did that a few years ago. I know Pizzal used it in some of his videos a couple years back. That's available on Patreon, that cover. You know. Going back to the topic of horror and people think it's satanic or sinful, what's your perspective on this? I think anything that isn't kosher in terms of social norms, because I don't know that. I mean, horror is definitely horror is like a social norm, I guess. But you know what? It's kind of hard because I keep wanting to go to music, right? Like with music, they had the Satanic Panic thing where Dee Snider goes and sits up about this kind of stuff and parental advisory, and Dee is a Christian. You know, so the whole thing to me was pretty interesting. Like the almost ignorance of it. Like heavy guitars were considered satanic. Like what? But with movies, I think it's fake. It's all fun. It's a farce. None of it's real. And I think that every movie has the right to exist in a broad sense. Now, I do think that there are some things you just should not film. Like what's the point of it? But it's all fake. It's cinema. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's free speech to me at the end of the day, I guess. Christian and the Butterman versus 100 Gorillas. That 100 Gorilla thing, I've been seeing so many funny videos of like the simulation, like 1,000. It was like 1,000 men versus 100 gorillas, and the gorillas whipped everybody's ass. Have I ever done a VIP package for a concert? No, but I might do it for Alice if he offers it. I'm considering. These things are so expensive, though, guys. I mean, it's expensive. And I'll say this: I have no problem admitting this. Bride of Frankenstein to me is Bride of Reanimator is the best Reanimator film. That's my opinion. That's what I think. What's up, Dave? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, bro. Dave, I hope you've enjoyed your Arrow releases for Jason X and Jason Goes Straight to Hell. Oh, dude, thank you, guys. Cold Canyons just played a kick-ass rock and roll concert last night. 2 hours of just rock. I was so beat. I was tired, but it was a great show. It was a great show. Thank you, Chris B. Thank you. I'm a little lonely tonight, though. I need a guest. Might see if I get a guest on tonight. Oh, we have a $5 super chat. Before let's do this really quick. High volume, $5. Just have to say your run-in with a cult video was great. More videos like that, please. You know what? Thank you. I appreciate that high volume video. It was a true story. And I'm not gonna really elaborate. I said that's not right. I will elaborate if anybody has questions, but I'm not going to argue with people that think I'm making it up. What's the point? You know, I know the truth. Let me give you a super chat clip for that, man. That was. Let me give you the fan favorite right now.
George P. Wilbur is well, actually no, Dick Warlock's my favorite Myers, but it's Sweet George Wilbur, Jizz P. What I say.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing this fine Friday? I hope you guys don't mind. I'm taking over for a little bit. Christian's going back to the school, or I think the cult found him, so I'm taking over. I was the leader of the cult. We found him. It took us a while, but now we're here. How's everybody doing?
all right, Cody. You're the only person I've ever heard say this before since probably at least 1999. I texted Cody, guys. I said, Cody, I'm fixing to go live. I said, I'm fixing to go live, dude. I'm just doing a chill show tonight. We're hanging out with the audience, just answering all their questions. You know, if you want to stop by, please do. And he goes, I asked him what you were doing, and you said I was
watching Hollywood Squares.
Who watches Hollywood Square? That's still on?
Dude, yeah, like Drew Barrymore's on. She's the center square. So I'm a big Drew Barrymore fan.
Okay, who was on the panel for Hollywood Squares? Please.
So like
actors were on there?
Justin Long was on there.
Justin Long!
It's a Hollywood Square. JB Smooth was on there. I can't think of some other actors from like ABC shows, but yeah, it's pretty good. And it's hosted by an ex-football player.
What channel is this on? Is it MTV?
No, this is like not NBC, CBS, like one of those channels. Like, yeah, because like Cedric the Entertainer was on one.
What's that shirt say?
Oh, I support putting animal abusers to sleep.
Cody, let me tell you something. If somebody messes with Owen, there will be hell to pay. You thought John Wick was bad. You thought John Wick was bad. It'll be like 2012. Everybody's dying.
I was wearing the shirt at the pharmacy, and the pharmacist looked at me, and she's like, "I thought your shirt says I support putting animals to sleep." I was like, "No."
Oh my god, dude! What's been going on, Cody? Before we're getting to chat's questions tonight, we're just gonna have fun and talk to the chat. But tell us real quick, what's been going on with you? What was your last couple weeks like?
It's been busy with work, just taking it easy. I went to a concert this week. It's my first concert of the year. Usually I go a lot. It was fun. It was Billy Idol and Joan Jett and Steve Stevens. It was really fun. I got to meet Roger J. Jackson last weekend. He plays not last weekend, the weekend before. Roger R. Jackson, I'm sorry, who plays the voice of Ghostface. So he was somebody I needed on my Scream poster and my Scream mask. So that was fun. But been taking it easy. Good, dude.
And we talked about the concert a little bit. I'm sure I'd love to see Billy if he came even remotely near me, because I mean his band's in top form. I think Billy has an amazing voice, but thankfully it's not it's nothing like that. Like it's
and there was a couple times where he took his shirt off, and I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be bad." Like you're just like, but he looked fine. Like he looked. He's somebody. He's like you could tell he's really cool. Like he's the coolest guy in the room, no matter how old he gets. You know how like sometimes some rockers, or not even some rockers, but like I'm just gonna throw a name like Hulk Hogan. The older he gets, the less cool he is. Like just because like he still looks like he's from the 80s,
right?
But he's just like and there's other wrestlers like that. But like him, you could just tell he's just cool. He's not acting like he's cool. He's just a cool guy, and he always will be.
Yeah, he's the real deal, man.
Yeah.
So that's great. I'm glad you got to see. Was that your first time seeing Billy, or?
That was my first time seeing him. Yeah.
Nice, dude. I'd ask you about the set list, because I'm wondering if he played any of these deep cuts or if he did this. But I'm sure he did Money. He probably did the majority of the Rebel Yell record, to be honest with you. Because that whole record's nothing. There's like 5 #1 songs on Rebel.
Yeah, well, and he did a couple new songs. So I guess when Rebel Yell was coming out, he was going to do a song. He was going to remake a song. I forgot what it was called, but then Madonna was remaking it at the same time. So he didn't do it. So now he has a new album out, and he did that song on there. So he did a duet with his background singer, and it was really good. And he also has a song with Avril Lavigne, I guess, and that was a pretty good song too.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I guess he has a new album out. I did not know.
So there you go, guys. That's what Cody's been up to. Like I said, guys, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Just chill, talk to you, the audience, see what people are saying. Well, we were actually going to try to shoot for Planet Dirty this weekend for May, but I don't know what Brandon's doing. He was like, "Dude, I'm out of town. I'm busy this weekend," but he just sent me like 4 Instagram reels. So, who knows what he's doing?
Yeah, well, he was just sending pictures of, I think he's at Walmart or something, because I didn't know that they revamped Barney. He was showing pictures of like new Barney merch.
Just for the audience to know, like, if Brandon is a character or if he's real, he's not joking. He sent us like 4 pictures of Barney toys. No context, no text, just the pictures.
That's exactly what it was. It was just pictures. And I was like, oh, they're revamping them?
You could message somebody, listen to this. Like, you may message Brandon something like, "Hey, man, just caught this flick. They had this thing in here, blah, blah, blah." And he'll send you back a picture of like a turkey with 3 eyeballs. And that, like, there's nothing, and you have to interpret it. Like that's Brandon for you.
Sometimes you'll get a rage. He'll reply with
rage, and
yeah.
rage. Ironically, means like awesome or something.
Yeah.
Like, when did rage become a thing? Is it a thing? I don't think it's a thing.
So whenever he would say rage, I would reply Carrie 2, and it's like, I've never seen the movie. But then the other day he was going on and he was talking about it. I was like, this motherfucker.
He probably just saw it. Thank you, Sergio, with $1.99. I enjoyed your cult video. Look into the ZZ on cult. Sergio, message me about that before I don't forget. I love watching documentaries and things about that.
I feel like people sleep.
All right, let's see what people are saying tonight, Cody. Hey, CHH, you asked this earlier, Anakin, so I'm going to do this for you. I recently got a PS5 so I can play my 4Ks now. Hey, listen, the PS5 is a good 4K player. It is. Very solid, never skips, handles every disc I put in there perfectly fine. How would you go about owning the Alien franchise? I had the 6-film collection, but I wanted to hear your opinion first. Well, I'll tell you what, dude. It's funny you say that because, I actually think that they'll probably do an Alien 3 4K. I'll be honest with you. It could be this year because that would be what, Cody? That was 1992. I thought that was 1990 because like, it'd be like a 35th anniversary thing. But a lot of people prefer, Anakin, they prefer the Blu-ray of Aliens over the 4K because James Cameron kind of cleaned it up a little bit, but I personally loved the Aliens 4K. Really did. I don't care if you buy it or not, but you said you wanted to hear my opinion. So I love the Aliens 4K because it lacked a lot of that natural film grain, but at the same time, it still looked very filmic to me, and it looked very cinematic, and it didn't look washed out. Everything still looked very natural. I personally loved it. I got raked over the coals, but I don't care. It is what it is. A lot of people are just like, no. And I get it because James Cameron, he has no problem hitting the spray bottle on his movies. But the first Aliens looks great. And if you can get a deal on the second Alien, the first Alien looks great. If you can get a deal on the second one, dude, grab it on 4K. And then I would just wait from that point. And, they'll probably do Alien 3 soon. They need to because we need like the Fincher cut and all that on 4K because I love Alien 3 and Anakin. I have a feeling you do too. So that's my opinion, man. I would just go ahead and get the first 2 movies on 4K. They're probably very cheap now. Cody, let's talk about this for a second, dude. Vinegar Syndrome. I mean, I think you said it best when I hit you up about this. This could be the coolest release of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I
think it's going to be really it's really special, especially that they have that feature that they kind of released yesterday. I think this is going to be the sleeper release of the year. It's just this is a movie that shouldn't get this much love, and it is. And there's a lot of good talent behind this movie. Yes, it's not like an award-winning movie, but this is going to be a really cool release. I just wish I had a better slipcover.
Well, so I don't even know what I bought. I kind of threw caution to the wind because I got paid last night. So I was like, okay, I want to get the nicest version of this release. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one with the hairy chest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you something. I don't think people realize how good Artie Lang, how funny he is. You could not. you could. I'm not saying you could replace Norm Macdonald either, but you could not replace Artie in that film. You can't do it. Like Artie is so funny, and if anybody's a Howard Stern fan, that they know how insane Artie Lang was, and the fact, Cody, that he is alive and not
Yes.
Norm
Uh-huh.
or Bob Saget is insane.
He doesn't even have a nose anymore.
No,
Like,
and
isn't his nose? His nose is gone.
his nose, yeah, he all the cocaine and stuff, he like burned up all the cartilage in here, so his nose is just like this. And he says that like his therapist told them, don't fix it, like live like this, let it be a painful reminder, because if you fix it, you know, you could be like, okay, well, I'm all right, I could do drugs. He is a recluse now because of how bad his abuse was, so you don't really hear or see much from old Artie anymore, but he was the man.
Well, that he burned a lot of bridges when he was, you know, using and stuff. Did you ever watch the Dark Side of Comedy? His episode?
I didn't watch that episode, but I watched the Dark Side of the 80s or 90s or whatever, and it was one on Howard Stern. And I
Howard
was like,
Stern,
wow.
yeah. Artie has his own episode. So does Norm Macdonald. No, God,
Norm
can't say anything
Macdonald,
right today.
yeah.
Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, I love Norm so much. It was either the Bob Saget roast or something else where he purposely bombed and said the corniest jokes, and the crowd is like looking around like what? But all the comedians up on the stage, they're in tears laughing.
He's a comedian's comedian. That's what I saw him open up for Adam Sandler, and it was the same way. Like nobody was laughing at his stuff, but and then you hear like David Spade will come. Like it was David Spade, I think, that was hosting. It was either David Spade or Rob Schneider, and he's like, "You have no idea. Like he's a comedian's comedian.
Right.
He's not here. He's not there for the audience. He's there for the people in the back. Like Adam Sandler and everybody else was just dying laughing in the back.
Yeah.
Like, he's just up there bombing, and everybody like he is like at a high tier when it comes to comedians.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
there's not a bad thing to say about him amongst them, you know.
Has anyone watched the Peter Pan horror film with the drug-addled Tinkerbell? Thinking watch? No, I have not. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I said I was all for that stuff, Cody, but like after I watched Winnie the Pooh, loved it. Watched the second one, and I was like, oh God, they're actually putting a little bit more money into these now. Oh, it doesn't work for me. Like I loved how crappy the first one was with the outfit, where the face just looked like this and it didn't move.
Yeah.
Now Winnie the Pooh lost 100 pounds in the sequel. He's got muscle to him, and like his face moves. I'm like, what? Like that's not like I'm just like, oh God. So I feel like these movies have a little bit too much money for them now, and that's taking away from the charm. Yeah. Watch the first one. It's on Peacock. Watch the first one, and tell me if you don't think it's hysterical. But then go to the second one and be like, oh my God, they're actually like improving the production quality of this. It doesn't work for me. Like you got to make these dirt ass cheap, you know?
Yeah.
Like
See, like
me, $400 camera kind of cheap.
Yeah, and I'm all about those fairy tale ones because I'm a huge fan of like Pinocchio's Revenge and Rumpelstiltskin. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I'll watch them. I just haven't gotten around to it. I heard the second one is actually a lot better for the Pooh one.
Well, yeah, most people think that. I totally disagree. I think the first one is the best one, and the second one, they put too much money in it. The characters talk. It doesn't work for me at all. CHH got me addicted to Dr. Pepper Zero, dude. Well, your life is about to improve. I didn't watch the trailer for this, Cody, but a lot of people sent me pictures from that thing, and the Predator looked like a CGI potato head.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see it. Same with there's a cartoon coming out too that I don't know. I like it's not on planet Earth, and I like my Predator more. Like so, my favorite Predator movie is Predator 2. I love him running around LA or the city like that. I mean, of course, I'm a huge fan of the first one too, but I like them. I want my Predator movies more grounded, so to say. But I did love Prey. I did like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, the face looks different. Yeah, the face looks different. But I know that, and that now we're gonna sympathize with the Predator, so that's gonna be a little different. And I did not like when we sympathized with the Predator in Alien vs. Predator. I've only seen it once, but I remember not liking that when the Predator was like the good guy of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. So in the new one, this Predator is being hunted by other predators. So the Predator is like the main character, and then there's like a human involved, or she's like a android or something. I don't know. It's it's supposed to cross over with Alien somehow. So we'll see. I don't know.
Since we're talking about just like movie stuff, let me pull this up for the chat to see. Let me see. I'm sure you saw this, Cody. But and it looks like people can already order these online if they're interested. All right, check this out. Let me share my screen. I got a contact that has an AMC near him that he can get these, but
Oh yeah, I did see that.
check this out, guys. The Jaws popcorn bucket. I mean, Cody, it's Jaws. Like when
Yeah, I
when I showed it to my wife, she was like, "Christian, we don't have any room for popcorn." But I said, "It's Jaws." You know what I'm saying, dude? 50 years of Jaws. That's amazing.
That's wild, man. The last when it first came out on 4K, was that the 45 years? That's already been 5 years.
The 4K came out in
Because it was an anniversary special. I thought when
it was like 2020 or 2019. Yeah,
that's crazy.
it must have been 2020. It had to have been 2020.
Yeah, it'd been 2020. Yeah,
But dude,
but just
that's cool, Cody. But check this out. This is the sleeper. All right, so for the audience, I want you guys to check this out. See,
I dig that more.
I was gonna say, so for the audience, I want you guys to look at this. Now, the reason this is so cool is because if you guys remember, like back in like the 90s and 80s at like Universal Studios, those like collector's cups you would get, that art style is what's basically on this big bucket. And that's what makes this big bucket so damn cool. So I want that as much.
Okay, so that bucket is separate. It's not like that fin goes on top, like the topper, right? Or not the fin, the shark said.
You just buy the shark like that, and then
See, so like I like these, but I'm so much more into like the tins.
Yeah, the buckets are cool.
The buckets more.
People keep saying, "Where's Brandon?" He's not.
I mean, he's at Walmart. He's at Walmart taking pictures of Barney.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to say he's not. He told me he's out of town, so he can't hop on.
Oh, is he out of town? Yeah,
that's what he told me. But guys, like, we're doing Planet Dirty next weekend. Next weekend's Planet Dirty.
Sorry, I'm not Brandon, guys.
Well, I think they do know they love you, Cody. Because listen, I get questions all the time, like, is Cody a member of Planet Dirty? And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, you know. At this point, I remember somebody was like, "So is he officially a member?" I was like, "What does that mean, officially a member?"
I know.
Like,
I got my card in the mail.
I need to send you a shirt.
I got my Planet Dirty card right here.
What is that? I sent him a Hulk Hogan card. Oh, it's
Sting dollar.
Sting money.
Garrett, I think, Garrett sent this to me.
Sting money.
My Sting money.
Yeah, people are excited for the bucket, man. The Jaws bucket is on my shelf.
Where is the bucket located at?
Well, I think it's going to be available at a couple chains. AMC, but you could order the Jaws one off of Alamo Draft House, which is interesting.
Okay.
You know.
Yes.
Let's see what people are saying. An immediate red flag for Badlands, in my opinion, was Stan Winston Studios not handling the FX. Well, there you go.
Did they do the other one? I mean, I know he did 1 and 2, but did he do beyond that?
Yeah, I'm assuming he did a majority of them. I guess so, or his company did. I don't know if Stan had worked on it himself, but
yeah, I do know that they had to see. Well, they didn't have to, but it was easier for them to change the face for this one because we're trying to get emotions out of this one. Because again, we're following this predator as the main character.
Yeah.
So they,
Here's another thing people want to know about, Christian. Will you be getting the new Jaws 50th anniversary steelbook? Interesting enough, Cody, that artwork on that 4K, I don't know if you saw it, was reminiscent to that kind of old school.
Yeah, it looked like the
Studios.
bucket. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I tell you, it's like. I know this is kind of like a little silly to say, but I don't know how the audience feels about this. But like, after 4K, Cody, what's next?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is the end of the line.
Well, I was looking up cameras or something, and it was like a 12K. It was something outrageous. I was like, I didn't even know that they had this. Like this, they're working on something like 12K. Like it's not even 8K. It was like 12K or something. I was like, dang, man, I can't.
But
I can't do another format.
Here's my question: Isn't film natively like 35 millimeter and stuff? Isn't that natively whatever the aspect ratio, whatever it is of 4K? I thought like 4K is like film completely uncompressed, not condensed. Like I thought that's technically what 4K
I don't know.
is or close to. So the only thing that would be more interesting is if I'm right about that, maybe I'm not, but if I'm right about that, then 8K would only really be something that would be beneficial for movies going forward.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that, and somebody told me that like after 4K, our eyes can't comprehend what we're watching. So that's why it's like 8K is something that wouldn't make a difference to us. And if 8K does come out, it's going to be more for like sporting events or whatnot.
And I would imagine you got to have bigger TVs to really be able to get that detail.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. So like I think like if they do 8K and 4 or 8K and whatnot, that's going to be like the next gimmick for like theaters, which I'm all for.
Which they could probably benefit from that, you know.
Yeah, but then 5 years after it's in theaters, then somebody's going to try to make it at home, and it's just, man, I don't know why.
Here's what I was getting at. I want to know if the audience relates to this at all. Whenever a format is out and you jump on board and you start watching and getting some titles and stuff like that, everybody's just kind of like, I'm done. I bought this on Blu-ray, and I get it. Believe me, I get it. But when I got Jaws, Cody, on 4K a few years ago, after I got it and I watched it, I was kind of bummed out. I was like, God, this may be the last time I get Jaws. And the excitement of the release coming out, knowing, okay, this summer I gotta cook my steak. I'm gonna make sure that I gotta I'm gonna get my T-shirt ready. Like I want to plan. Jaws is a movie, Cody. You plan everything for. You plan what you're wearing, where you're sitting on the couch, what day you're watching it, it's such a good movie. So when this announcement,
my sister has Jaws. My sister has Jaws shoes.
Well, there you go. Those Sperry's, those Sperry shoes.
Yeah,
dude, I missed out on those. Now they're collector's items. But my point is, so I get bummed out. I get almost like when you have a great time at a convention. I get the post-convention blues. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I get the post-Jaws blues. And so I don't know how the audience feels about this, but when the announcement came about this 50th anniversary steelbook, with, in my opinion, fantastic. It's gorgeous, right? But then it was like there's going to be this new documentary. And I already hear people in the chat, what else are they going to say about Jaws? You're right. Absolutely nothing. But it's going to be packaged in a way that I've never seen before. And the fact that I get just experience a documentary about this film that may not say a whole lot new, but it'll be a new that document will be a new experience for me. For me, that's special. For me, that's something that I get to sit down and enjoy. And I look forward to it. But it's not like, I think the problem a lot I see nowadays, it's not a problem, but people really feel like they have to go out of their way to justify it. And I'm just like, I don't care if you think I'm a jackass for it. I legitimately, I don't have to do a video on it. I don't have to. I will, because it's what I do on here. It's what people watch this channel for. But I don't need to. There's stuff, Cody, that I get. Like I got I got a review. I got a release from TerraVision. It was called The Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter. It was a fun little 90s film. I didn't review it because I was just like, you know what? I enjoyed that movie with my wife. We sat down, we had dinner, we watched it, we laughed around stuff. I said, I'm going to enjoy that for me. I don't need to talk about that. Now, maybe the TerraVision people wanted me to review it. I don't know. I bought it. It didn't get sent to. If they got sent to me, I'd have to review it.
Yeah.
But you know what? And I know, but you know what? It was I didn't feel the need to talk about it. I enjoyed the release and I moved on. I don't have to. But my point is, like, I genuinely can't wait. The last thing in my mind, Cody, is I get to do another video on YouTube about Jaws. Jaws always does numbers. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. I'm excited about it. It's the little things. So that I don't know if I think the audience some people may get what I'm saying. I'm sure you may get what I'm saying. But I feel like maybe I sensationalize stuff too much, because when you go on the internet, most of the stuff you see is just like, oh, no, I got it on Blu-ray, and that's fine. But dude, I'm sentimental about Jaws, the first movie I ever watched on DVD. My favorite ride in Universal Studios.
God,
Scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Dude, I would have loved to go on that rate.
You know,
Mhm.
oh, you would have loved it. You know, but I don't know if you're getting it or not. But
So
above all this, it's exciting to me.
so I wasn't going to get it, but that documentary got me. Just because I feel like I
It
just
shows
like
effort, right? It shows the
yeah,
level of effort.
yeah, and I love documentaries about movies, but it was one of those things where it's when they said it was the 50th anniversary, I was like, dude, I just got an anniversary edition, but that was 5 years. But that's not them, that's me being like, dang, that went like I felt
Oh,
like I
dude,
just got it a
I don't
year
even
ago.
like. I don't like thinking about how fast time goes by.
So I'm just like, oh my god, man, I can't. But I'm definitely gonna get it. Just with like the new Rad coming out, I wasn't gonna get it.
Who's putting
I already
that
have.
out?
It's
Mill
I can't
Creek?
remember who it is. I think so, but they have a whole new documentary on it, and I was like, the damn documentary is gonna pull me in. And I miss Rad because I don't know if you noticed, but they do Rad Day every year. They've been doing it the last couple of years, and I've been going to the theater to watch Rad. And
Dude,
this year I couldn't make it because I had something to do. But anyways, they showed the documentary.
You missed Rad Day?
I missed Rad Day, man.
You're not a fan, dude.
It was my first Rad Day I missed out of the 3 years I do, dude. And you know what? The director was married to Adrian from Rocky.
The
So like,
actress? Yeah, wow.
yeah. Well, she's in the movie too. So
Yeah, I
now you
know
know why
that.
she's in the movie. But like,
Yeah.
anyways, her son is the one that like has the rights to it. And he's the one that wants to make Rad Day. I think it's like March 20 something. It's gonna be Rad Day every year, and they're gonna show it in theaters every year.
Wow.
Well, that's what he wants to do.
I got a comment about that movie, but let me do these. I'll be respectful and do these super chats. Thank you so much, JJ, for the $5. Thinking of rewatching Child's Play 2019 tonight. Thoughts? Who loves Aubrey Plaza? Feel free. You want to take it away on that, Cody? I'll go last.
So Child's Play is my favorite franchise. Child's Play 2 is my all-time favorite movie.
Really?
When they announced I'm setting the table for people who don't know me.
They know you.
I hate to assume people know me. I don't want to
on this show they do. On this show they do. But go ahead. I know.
So, anyways, when they announced Child's Play, this new one, I was so upset because it messed up a lot of things for the other Child's Play, the Child's Play that we all know and love. Right. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that it messed up a lot of things. So, anyways, I did not want to see it. Then all of a sudden, I got into watching 3C Films, and he was doing the Child's Play updates, and I'd watch them, and I'd wait for the next one, and I was like, oh, I hate this, and like that shows you there's like this fine line between love and hate, because all of a sudden I was like, I'm actually really excited for this. Here I am, I think I hate this, but I'm really excited. And then I saw it, and I actually really did like it. It just wasn't it's not my Child's Play and my Chucky, and I even hate saying that. It was just and it could have been named something else. I did like it. I enjoyed it. I like Aubrey Plaza. So I enjoyed 2019. And I wouldn't mind them carrying on, but if they just made this, I think that's fine too.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I ended up liking Mancini's show more than that remake.
Oh, really?
God is my witness. Season 3. I didn't like season 2. I thought season 1 was fine. Season 3 was just like throw it at the wall type shit. I loved it. I'm so sad it's over. I really am. I think they could have done 2 more seasons. I had my own story mapped out for 2 more seasons.
Dude, well, I saw that season 4 was supposed to take place on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool.
But to answer the question, I love Aubrey Plaza. She's got that wild card factor. Like, she's that girl that, like, she's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but when you see Aubrey, you're just like, oh, that's a pretty young lady. But then you look at her again, there's something about her. It's just, God, she sucks men's souls in. I'm not getting nasty, guys. Like, there's something about Aubrey that when you look at her, it's like, I don't know, she's gorgeous. And I loved her in the movie. I like the remake. I don't hate it, but dude, I never feel like rewatching it. I mean, I literally just never. It was impressive to me how they could actually build a doll that still looked like it was computer generated. So the design and stuff, I appreciate them doing something original. I give them a lot of credit for that.
Mhm.
But they should have gone back to the drawing board on the look of that doll because it looks CGI and it's not.
Yeah.
That's almost impressive how it looks like a CGI doll, but it's not. Like, it's in the camera. Like the sucker's right there. So
that's where a lot of people have the issues with the doll from the TV show Child's Play. It looked so good that it looked CGI, and it wasn't.
But it was just Chucky, you know.
Yeah, it was just.
I can forgive it a little bit more, but fair point.
Yeah,
fair point. You know,
and that's the thing too. Like in the TV show, of course, you know they had a lower budget, so like with the arms and stuff, it was like just like they had people behind them moving the arms and stuff, and they were CGI. They were CGI'd out. Where back when they did the movies, they had a whole team. Everything was
and the shots were set up so you couldn't see it. It was all optical illusions.
So I miss puppeteers instead of. I'm sorry, I missed the animatronics over the puppeteers in the back of what they do in the TV show. But the TV show, I did like the TV show, and man, like
I avoided it religiously for a long time.
And I'm glad to hear that you did like it because I like season 1 a lot. Season 2 was my least favorite, and then season 3 started off really freaking strong, and then they had the writers' strike, and then they were just like, we just gotta go balls out.
Yep. Yeah, I remember you were big on the show for a while. It was either you or somebody was like, just watch it.
It was me, yeah.
Just watch it. So
yeah. I had a lot of fun with it. That was like, it was on like I every Wednesday or Tuesday. I can't remember what it was, but I would watch it live on TV, man. Like I had my pie, like it was like, and every week I would like, I felt like a kid again.
Did you have your pie? You had pie when you watched
popcorn.
I heard pie, which sounds fantastic.
Just eating pumpkin pie or something, watching Child. But yeah, man, it was good, you know. I enjoyed it, and I'm sad that it's gone. But we'll see more movies.
We'll see something else from. I'm sure we'll see something else from Don. Thank you so much, JG. I'm gonna do a joint Brandon clip for everybody here. What's up, Davey? Thank you for the $5, my brother. I think Davey asked me to do a commentary on Fletch for the 50th. No, not the 50th.
50th?
No.
Oh, I was like, holy
40th
crap.
Anniversary of that movie. Jaws is my favorite film of all time. It has everything. So pumped for the release, especially with the new doc being included. Scale my ass. Well, there you have it. Davey's getting it. You know, smart man right there. Thank you so much, Davey. Appreciate you, brother. And Amir with a $4.99. Which Michael Swaby film should I watch first? Have the 7 release for Cemetery Man, The Second Church. That's a great question, Cody. Can I?
Because I know. Yeah, I can talk Chucky all day, but
this is my area of expertise.
Yeah,
The Sect. Push that to the side for now. I would tell you do The Church and then Cemetery Man, but I actually think you'll appreciate The Church visually and stylistically so much more because Soavi is he loves to do things visually that will just be like they'll be so scary, but they're also so beautiful. Do Cemetery. No. Do The Church first. Do The Church first because it's a great movie, in my opinion. I think it's way underrated. And then do Cemetery Man and see what he perfected in terms of showing you the most hauntingly images of all time. So do The Church, then do Cemetery Man, then go to do The Sect weeks later. Anybody that can watch 3 Italian horror films in a row is psychotic. It drains you. You can't do that. 2 and then take a break. And anybody in the chat listening, I know some of them are going to be honest and agree with me on this. If you watch too much Italian horror in the row, Cody, you'll hate it. It's very intricate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very distinct flavor. Nobody wants an orange popsicle twice in a day. Give me one, and a couple weeks later I'll have another one. So do those 2, then take a break. Don't watch The Sect for like a month. Thank you so much, Amir. Let me give y'all a clip. All right, we got 3 of those clips. We're gonna do the clip people were requesting, and then we'll go back to the chat. Here we go. This is the Creepshow 2 clip.
It's always been Creepshow 2. One that we have is great value, so it's a Creepshow 2 also to me just feels like that perfect 80s time capsule. You know what I mean? Like with the Firebird and the second sequence and all that stuff. The one that we have is great value, so it's a Walmart brand. It'll flip your lunch tray.
You know what's so funny about that clip is that devil. Oh, they have a great value, so it's a Walmart brand.
I just stare at the kind mart or the kind the kind master.
the way he says it's always been creep show 2 is the funniest shit I have ever heard in my life. Like, really quick, let me just play that one little part. Hold on. It makes me die laughing because it's like this hard-hitting line about like it's almost like Brandon's getting this really intense interview. And it's like, oh, it's always been blah blah blah. Like, who's your number one love in life? Oh, it's always been my mom. You know, but instead it's
always been creep show 2. One that we have.
Oh my god. Oh, let's see what people are saying, Brandon. Cody, sorry. I got Brandon. Brandon's on the mind too much. All right, so Cliff Booth, you may be a psycho, but respect. Oh man. I'm a huge Bride of Chucky fan. Yeah, Bride is great, dude. I think Bride. It's funny, Cody. Like, I don't know how the chat feels about this. When it comes to a lot of those movies that are post-Scream, the ones that are super influenced by it, in terms of basically taking the framework of the movie and then interchanging them with different-looking killers and smart alecky teens or young adults, I tend to gravitate more towards those less and go more to the Bride of Chucky's, the Wishmasters, you know, the Faculties. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but you'll catch me 1 or 2 days out of the year, Cody. I'll talk to you about Scream all day long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't know what it is. It's like, are you like that, or do you actually?
No,
you go the other way. You really
like me. I'm a huge. I know we did last summer. A huge Scream fan. So Scream is my second favorite horror movie. So, you know, I'm all about Scream. And then the stuff just because I was so. Those movies were so influential to me at that age. Like I was like 10 years old when that whole Scream boom was coming. So I was like the kid going into the rental store wanting to get the next Scream movie, or like the next knockoff of Scream kind of thing.
I think I need to get Jay the Stingray on here to come hang out and talk to us one night, dude. His story about seeing Scream is insane because like I think he might have been like 14 or 15 when that movie came out, but you know, he got a ticket and just was able to get in. Back then, I don't think, or at least by him, the people that took the money, they didn't give a rat's ass. They didn't check your ID. But he said he saw the movie in like, Cody was like March. The movie came out in December, but he saw the movie in like March of like 97.
Dang. Yeah, it came out December 20th.
Yeah. So he saw the movie in like March, which had been 3 months or something. And he said it was still so packed in Mississippi that he had to sit on the aisles that you go to walk up to pick the row. Every seat was taken. He was literally sitting on an aisle, like just like sitting in the corner. And he said the movie was like, it was like a rock concert. It was like, but everywhere you looked was just a sea of people in the front row watching the movie like this, you know, because they're so close to the screen. That's impressive.
It got bigger and bigger. Like, you know, it was a sleeper hit. It came out. Nobody really saw it. But the people who did see it, word of mouth. The next week, more people saw it. And then the next week, more people and more people. It's crazy, man. It's really cool. I like that. I really dig that franchise.
Yep. Savoy 1984. Thank you for is that €1.99? Thank you. They are unveiling a Lemmy statue near me next week. You've got to send me some pictures of that thing. I gotta see that. Rest in peace, Lemmy. Yeah, he died. Lemmy was a madman. I think he died like a few days after playing his last festival.
Oh wow!
God, just Motorhead, singer Motorhead. You know, just legend. Yeah, thank you, Savoy. You have to send me a picture of that somehow. Go to my YouTube. If you don't message me on Instagram or whatever, go to my YouTube page, Savoy, and go to the info and my email is right there. Please send me some pics of that so I can see it. Thank you. Chris B with a $4.99 to piggyback off what comes after 4K. Do you think the big improvements we'll see will be in movie theaters? AMC is investing heavily in XL screens. Cody, I was going to say, I think we kind of talked about it earlier. I think the benefit, you know, we say that, Cody, like, honestly, I want you to go back 10 years to 2015. Hey, there's going to be this format called 4K. It's going to be 4 times better than Blu-ray. I mean, when you hear that, I'm sure your initial reaction is just like, huh?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Like, how do you fix a Blu-ray? The image is crisp and sharp. How does that get? Huh? So. But I do think movie theaters. Cody, I think there's going to be a renaissance in movie theaters soon. I think people are getting fed up with the commercials and stuff. I mean, dude, if I go to a movie where the showtime is for noon, dude, sometimes I don't get back to almost 4
Yeah.
because the movie has like 30 something minutes of
Mhm.
these goddamn commercials and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They got to fix that shit.
I like trailers a lot, but it's not what it used to be because I've seen these trailers over and over again. So it's not like when I was a kid, I'd go see Batman Forever, and then they show a trailer for, Ace Ventura 2, and I'm just like, they're making a new one. Like, like you used to find out about movies when you sat down and watched the trailers, or you walked to the. I don't know if it's because I go to I would frequent the theaters a lot more, or if I'm watching them online. But I love the trailers, and I don't like to miss the trailers. But a lot of times it's the same ones over and over. I'm just like, oh man.
To answer the question of this though, you know what I think is going to become the norm, Cody, one day is kind of like those gigantic, and I think that's kind of what he's talking about. Those big screens that they're like almost like those curved like TVs where the image kind of wraps around. Like it needs to become an extremely immersive experience, I think.
It could be like in Vegas, they have a thing called the Sphere. It's like you go see concerts, but the screen is the whole
Stage,
ceiling, the roof, and everything. So you can see it on the there's no bad seat, so I can see that being it.
Yeah. But in terms of picture quality, if somebody earlier said like film is actually really like 16K, if that's true, then you know what? Never say never. Cody, when me and you were old men, we could be laughing about how crappy 4Ks looked one day.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mhm.
You know what I think needs to happen, Cody? We need to go back to I was watching Time Cop today because I got my 4K, and there's a scene in the movie where the guy, he goes up to his high rise in the early 20s, or it was the 40s or the 20s. It was he went back in time.
That bad guy's great.
And he's flipping through the papers. He's checking what the stocks are for companies now, and then back in the 90s, and there's USA Today, and he's you see him circle. It was like some oil company that was going to be like 263 share, like this gigantic company so he was investing and getting all. And so he's flipping through the papers, and all of a sudden he pulls out a mini disc player, and some people don't even know what that is. And the technology of mini disc is so cool, but I think the home video format needs to get away from discs and go back to something else, like a cartridge based thing or something. Like I want to get imagine buying movies, Cody, where the cases are like little things, like little jewel case things, like that you can snap open, and the movie's like a chip like this, and you put it in, and it looks, oh my god, I think I'm over discs. You know what I'm saying? I think the disc format eventually, Cody, we have to have a better technology than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think discs need to go away, and we need to go to something totally different. Something physical, but I really think that cards and cartridges, and I know that's kind of a retro word, cartridge and cards, but I think that there's a futuristic version of that that's more durable, more safe, and extremely scratch resistant, because you can still scratch 4Ks. I know that they have those thicker, but trust me, I buy some used ones that look like Godzilla scratched his ass with it.
But I do like that you can watch, like on a Blu-ray player, you can still play your DVDs, and then on a 4K you can still play your Blu-rays, kind of thing. I like that, so it eases you into it. I think if you move to a whole nother kind of thing, then people are going to feel like they're really starting over. So they might as well just do streaming. I feel like they would do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm I'm somebody who went to DVD, and I was like, I'm not doing Blu-ray.
Right.
Now
Right.
4K,
but
I'm always that guy who's not going to the next one.
And my thing, Cody, is I really feel like people say, well, eventually, there could be a notion that the audience, and I don't know if the audience feels it. Hey, Jonathan, what's up, dude? Good to see you. That's Mr. Bombastic for everybody here watching. Good dude. Jonathan's awesome. Jonathan, I'm still working on getting City to move to Kentucky with me. I told her I got a job lined up. She goes, what do you mean you have a job lined up? I said, God, this is a guy named Jake who said he'd give me a job at his place. He's like, so you want to move just because you could get a, like, anyway, my point, Cody, everybody lives in Kentucky for some reason.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
like Piz, Jonathan, Jake, Chris,
Ken.
Dead Pit, Ken. Everybody's in Kentucky. I thought it's just so, and you know what's so funny? If you line all those guys up, all their voices are different.
They're all
like
different.
Jonathan has he has a hint of a country accent. Jake sounds, that kind of country.
Yeah.
But nobody sounds like as bad as Dead Pit.
Yeah.
Like listening
Dead
to
Pit
them
sounds like Kentucky. Yeah.
they are deep rooted into the state of Kentucky. Like just hearing them say like if you say to Dead Pit hey Uncle Bill, do you like they live? Like every word every word has that they live. It's kind of up and down thing.
You kind of sound like Goofy. Hey there, Max.
It's so funny because like Dead Pit has a interview with John Carpenter from like 2000, I don't know, 6 or 7, and I listened to it one night at work. It's like, John, you did a movie called Escape from New York. Like, what do you think about Kurt Russell? Escape from New York.
Could you imagine, like, if you don't know them, could you imagine like what John Carpenter was thinking? He was like, oh my God, are they in a shed somewhere?
But John Carpenter's from Kentucky.
Oh, is he? Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Why isn't everybody
funny.
Dude, you could be a county over and you'll sound completely different from another county.
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
Ken has no country accent.
And then his wife does. Yeah.
Ken talks like this, and
Yeah.
Although I like TikTok Ken. TikTok Ken is but it's so funny, like Kentucky, every county, like it does going to a restaurant in Kentucky could be the most like insane like experience. Like you could walk in and then the hostess is like, "How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming in." And like you sit down and then the waiter's like, yeah, so we have steaks and we have like it's like, where are we right now?
I know. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they all sound different, man. But in your mind, you think everybody from Kentucky will sound like Dead Pit.
And yeah,
that's
dude,
not true.
The funny thing is, it's kind of like Louisiana too. Like I'm from New Orleans, and like most people think I'm from New York because like the way I say my vowels, and it comes in and out. But like Cajuns kind of sound like New Yorkers a little bit. But up here, these people talk like this, and what kind of vehicle do you have? And I was like, why are you pronouncing the H? It's vehicle. It's like vehicle. Like it's like, dude, up here, like it's country.
All
in Arizona, I'm sure everybody just talks normal. like
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Like is there like I've never heard anybody talk out loud and be like, "Are you like from Arizona?"
Arizona.
Like nobody's ever said like, it's like
yeah. Yeah, no, there's no accent here.
What's up, JG? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Have you checked out the new Return of the Living Dead comic series? No, I had no idea, but I'm not a comic person. I mean, I never was. I have too much shit I collect already as it is, so I just no. I've not ever checked any of those out. Let's see. Let me give him a quick one.
I'm gonna go fucking buck wild for Easter this year.
You know what? I wonder how his Easter went. I never asked him.
I don't think he did anything.
He probably didn't do anything. Yeah.
I don't think he did a goddamn thing. Let me see if I could sign into Twitter really quick. I don't even know if Jonathan's home, but
what?
I don't know. He's so cool. I was gonna see. I told him he could hop on a show next time I went live. You love him. Let me get you to meet him. I'm sure he knows who you are just from watching the show. God damn it! All right, let me do this. Jonathan may not be available, but I'll just throw it to him if he can. Let me send it to my phone. Let's see what else we have. We have a Bowling Green here in Ohio too, about 15 minutes from me. I wonder if that one has any a different accent. Is the Bowling Green in Ohio different from the Bowling Green in Kentucky?
I was in Ohio one year, and then like I had to go to Kentucky one day to go to this aquarium, and it was pretty cool aquarium. But it was weird to be in Ohio and then Kentucky. It's like right across the bridge from each other.
When's the last time you? So wait, when was the last time you went to an aquarium?
Probably in Kentucky.
What kind of fish in Kentucky? Is a bunch of bass.
No, it was normal. It was like there was like a shark exhibit, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was 2-3 years ago. Yeah, 2-3 years ago. I was out there for a wedding, and I went down there. It was pretty fun. Actually, I went to. I actually met Rob Schneider at a aquarium maybe 2 years ago here in Arizona, because he lives out here, and he was promoting a movie he did with his daughter.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He was promoting a book he did with his daughter.
Everyone here in California talk is completely different. Well, I was gonna say, isn't California kind of like nobody's really from California. They all just go there, right?
Except for like,
some
I guess
people are born there, but like I guess really like the Hollywood area. It's like when you go to Hollywood, you probably walk down the street and say, "Where are you from? Where are you from?"
Yeah, well, that's how it is here. I feel like too. Like everyone's from like Michigan or Well, now everyone's from California here. But I feel like when you think about California, you think of like surfer talk, and like Valley Girl, like
Valley Girl.
Cool, Matt. Yeah.
But dude, that's another thing. It's like I wonder if anybody on the show watching the show right now is from like northern or southern California. Like Cody, you have to imagine Northern California is probably almost like nothing of what you would think of when the word California comes to mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I bet you it's really mountainy and shit. Like in the north, like it's gotta be, right?
That's how it is here in California. Here in Arizona.
Where are you from?
I don't even know.
Oh man, Anthony, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Hey guys, I know you're probably excited for Nightmare 2 on 4K UHD, but do you think I should wait for the box set that we were supposed to be getting? Yeah, I think there's a misconception. I don't know anything about Elm Street 2 getting a separate release. I know that they're remastering it right now. Jack Shoulder's showing remasters for it, but I'm as far as I know, they're releasing a giant box set. But you know what? I haven't heard about a separate Elm Street 2 release, Anthony.
I'm sure it'll happen later on. Like I feel like once this once this box set is released, that's going to be an ace in their back pocket. They're going to be releasing these movies over and over again.
Oh, sure. So and here's another thing.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Cody, because I could ramble.
Oh no! I was just going to say, yeah, like it's going to be like Halloween, how they re-release them. Like I think the reason why people are so excited and they're going to get this because it's the first time they're able to get like this 4K box set or all of them on 4K. But now that the work is done, all they got to do is make new packaging and put it out, and that's what they're going to do.
And here's where we're at. Here's the situation where we're at, Anthony. The word supposedly, I don't know if you're getting as specific as America, because if you're doing America, then I get it. But there's already been an announcement and a listing. You can get the box. You can pre-order the box set on Zavi. Now, the caveat is that it's not an American box set. So the situation we're in now is one or two things. We're just waiting for the American release. And for all the people that don't want to spend that money on that premium, Cody, it's going to be like a premium steelbook box set.
Mm-hmm.
That's how some people don't want to spend that money. It's not cheap. I totally get that. If and when America announces their box set, damn well they're going to take that Blu-ray box set and it's going to be the same thing with a 4K logo on top. And it might be a little bit thicker because they'll do separate discs, I'm sure, for the movies.
Okay,
so we're in we're just in a waiting period right now to see what America is going to announce and how they're going to announce it. Whether America has a deluxe box set or whether they're going to have their own standard box set, or if they do separate releases. I can't imagine they're going to do that. I think they're going to do a box set for this initially and then maybe separate releases down the road. But then again, I don't know. I think they're going to have this box set made and it'll be available for a long, long time. So just wait. Just wait. You're going to get the announcements for America, Anthony, very, very soon. I think it's actually going to be any day now, to be honest with you. Thank you.
I didn't realize that they didn't announce it for the US yet.
Well, not in America, yeah, but like, you know, there's the box set is available. It's online. You can pre-order it from
Yeah, I
Zombie
knew that,
already
yeah.
overseas, and it's described described as this. You know, have you seen that Rambo box set?
That's my
I
favorite
have.
box set.
Well,
I have
from
it
what I
too.
understand, it's going to be
It's
like
supposed to be that, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I do like it, but the one thing I don't like, I know this is just this is like a little thing I don't like. I'm not a big fan of buying releases overseas just because I don't like the damn bumper sticker. I call them bumper stickers, like all the sticker, like all the like.
Dude, I
18
love
and
bumper
plus.
stickers.
I like them, dude.
I hate them, man. They bother me. They
You wanna
bother
see
me to hell.
What stupid thing Christian's got me doing now?
But by the way, I love that. I love that. I love how Jonathan just jumps right in, like he gets right to the.
I have no life. You see, it's
I've been on a stream with him before. I've been on a
Yeah,
piss stream.
Jonathan.
Yeah. I know him. Yeah.
Guys, I would promote. I was gonna say I would tell you guys to go. I mean, you can please go subscribe to Jonathan's channel. But I went to his channel. He deleted everything.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna exist on YouTube.
I'm just here, man.
He's here for the
I'm just here. No, you got me doing this crap now, dude. Taking this sticker off of the Arrow release.
Dude, I'm a
It looks
bumper
so
sticker
good.
guy.
It looks so good, man. Like it's
The
No,
trick
but
is getting it off clean though. Like
it
off
is.
that
Like I
shrink
got
wrap.
like a little like thing
you-
going on there.
Did you iron it on there?
No, I mean I do just kind of go at it raw. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I don't like the disc though. Where I mean, you know, like when you get like a UK release and it says like 13 and plus, and it has like all the different stickers.
I
You know,
like
not
that.
stickers, but like I don't, man.
I like it, and I like the fat case. Just a,
It makes
a
me-
little more back to it, you know.
Yeah, the chunky cases overseas like that are
Ah.
standard. I like those. I
Love
mean,
it,
Arrow
dude.
does. You know,
It makes me angry.
I tell people this all the time. I don't know if you guys know this. If you ever get a movie case where like it's it gets damaged or something, and you try to go online to buy one as a replacement, and then you got to wait like a couple weeks for it, go to a local game shop, buy the absolute cheapest PlayStation 3 game you can, and take all the shit out of it. It's PS3 cases. Arrow video cases and overseas, they're PS3
real?
cases. Identical. I could literally, you know what? You two talk
They
amongst
are.
yourselves.
They
I'm
are.
gonna show you something funny.
Okay. Well, what's up, man?
Not much, man. How you doing? You were just at the convention with them, weren't you?
Oh yeah, man.
Was that
That
you?
was
Yeah.
a good time, man. Come up
Yeah,
next
so-
year. Come up. That is a time, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Everybody's in Kentucky. We were just talking about that. It's
Yeah, I feel kind of when we get together. I feel kind of because I only have to go like 2 hours. You know, I
are
feel
you,
kind of.
yeah, are you in Kentucky or are you somewhere
Yeah.
near Kentucky?
I'm in Kentucky. Yeah,
Yeah. See, you don't sound like you're from Kentucky.
that's what everybody says.
Yeah.
I think it's the internet. I think the internet just like took away accents, or it's starting.
Yeah.
to, at least.
Either that or like we're so used to like stereotypes on like 90s TV shows or cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
raised by TV. Like that.
Yes.
There's a certain age where just like sitcom families were like kind of your family.
Uh-huh. For sure. And like whenever I think of people from the Midwest, I think of like Bobby's World, like Bobby's mom. Oh, don't you know it?
I know.
Yeah.
See, like this part of Kentucky is just the Midwest. Like
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
in Western Kentucky, and it's might as well be Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
PlayStation 3. You see, I bought this used on Amazon for like $11, but it looked like King Kong sat on it, and I was like, God damn it. The case was trashed. But yeah, I tell people all the time, just go get PS3 games. Like you get them cheap now. Nobody wants PS3 games. You know, just rip all that shit out, throw it away.
That was my first Blu-ray player.
Yeah. It's a lot of people's.
It was cheaper. I was working at Best Buy during the time, and you could buy it for like $50 cheaper than the cheapest Blu-ray player.
Yeah, I had to have been mine too. I still have my PS3, but it doesn't. The Blu-ray, it'll play DVDs, but you put a Blu-ray in, it just sounds like a hacksaw. But it'll play DVDs perfectly fine. So I guess however it reads them is different.
It's two different lasers.
Well, there you go. 35 millimeter is 5K, 6K. That's insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
You know.
The problem is going to be the size of the screen in your home. Like
Yeah, that's what I
making
think.
it make a difference. Like 8K, like there's legitimate uses for it now because I think Hisense is selling like 136-inch TV this year. That's
For what?
insane.
For what? $4.99 at Costco.
Probably, dude. But like, it feels like your blood type. Like that's how intrusive it is,
Dude.
you know?
I think I couldn't tell if it was fake or not, but like it was like a video of like a picture of like a guy at Costco or whatever those stores. I know another one of those Sam's Club type stores. I know it wasn't Sam's Club, but he's standing next to an on TV, that big orange box, and this TV looked like he was standing
Dude.
next to it. I don't even know how they get those things home. They
That's
have
the
to put 'em in
90.
trucks.
They did a 98-inch like back there in like the holiday season, and it was like $1,500. Like it really wasn't that bad.
Did you get it?
No, I don't have. I don't have enough. Like I don't have enough house for that, man.
My friend has a 120-inch, I think it is.
What?
Yeah, it's nice.
I want to get to that, man. Like
It's
that's
nice.
the next thing.
It's like projector size, though.
Well, Cody, let me
Yeah.
ask you this: when you got a TV that big, those little claw toes, that cannot be stable enough for a TV that. Like, what kind of?
No. So what it is, I think once it gets that big, what it is, it's like it's a projector screen, and then you put like
that's a short
put the
projector. It's called a
yeah,
laser,
that's what it is.
Laser
Yeah,
TV. They're really
that's
cool. And
yeah, that's what
inexpensive.
he has. Yeah,
You can even
And
like
it is
watch
really
them.
cool.
You can watch them in like super light drenched rooms and everything.
mm-hmm.
Damn.
They're sweet.
Yeah, super nice.
Cody, I don't know if you're getting that the Golden Child 4K. I think it's in my cart, but I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not.
Isn't that crazy that Vinegar Syndrome has movies like
Yeah.
that now? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Dirty Work was I bought that instantly.
Dirty Work's pretty cool. I gotta admit.
Yeah, I was excited for Dirty Work, especially the fact that they're restoring it.
Mhm.
Because I remember watching Chevy did I remember I was in high school and Chevy was on Howard Stern. And it was so funny because Artie was talking about Dirty Work, and Chevy was like, "Yeah, I was in that movie, blah blah blah." And Artie was like, "Yeah, me too. It was great working with you, Chevy." And Chevy goes, "Who are you?" Like he didn't remember Artie at all.
That may just be Chevy Chase too. Like I don't know.
It may have been, but man, that was a great interview. But I remember he talked about they were like they kept cutting the movie, and they were like, "We're gonna make it PG-13."
Yeah.
And I still think the movie's good, but you could it honestly, Dirty Work being PG-13, it's basically a Saturday Night Live, Norm Macdonald film. That's insane. Wasn't it a skit? Wasn't Dirty Work a skit? Or am I getting?
I don't think so. But it has, like, I tell people, if you like the Saturday Night Live movies, you're probably gonna like Dirty Work.
Is
like,
it?
I feel like they're hand in hand.
Is that a
Bob
Bob
Saget
Saget
directed
movie?
it.
Okay,
It is a Bob
Saget. Did I imagine that?
No,
Yeah,
he did.
Bob
Sounds
Saget
like-
directed it.
That's Chris Farley's last movie, right?
I was just gonna say, I think it's Chris Farley's last.
Yeah.
appearance in the
Yeah.
movie.
Why
Is
has
he a
there not
cop
been
in it?
more love for Dirty
Yeah.
Work, man?
Dude,
It's kinda historic.
I truly, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I did a YouTube short about that this morning, and I think Wes saw it, and I woke up to a text message this evening, and he goes, "Is that movie really funny, or is it, or what?" Because I'll be honest with you, I never even heard of it or
I
seen it.
watched
I know,
their show before this one. Yeah, they have no clue.
and so I was surprised. I said, "Dude, Norm Macdonald, Artie Lang," and for me, when I say Artie Lang, and I assume that everybody listened to Howard Stern in the 2000s, which was arguably the best era of all time with Artie on there. When they went to satellite, Cody,
Yeah.
they would have been canceled before the intro song was over. Like back in the day, like that's how good the show was insane. But Artie was a legend. Artie is the funniest guy on that show in history. And I'm like, to me, he's a megastar, but I don't think out of 100 people, maybe 10 would know who Artie Lang is.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe I just got a bad. I've got a warped reality of how big I think Dirty Work is. I don't know.
It's so Dirty Work. It's not big at all. So that's why I think this is such a special release, because of just how different this release is. So like, I know when they like announced it, I'm sure there's a bunch of people like, what is Dirty Work? And then that slipcover didn't help anything out.
Dude,
So,
but people
I was
love it.
Dude, I think people, like I said, this is going to be that sleeper release. It's going to be the best release Vinegar Syndrome puts out this year.
Yeah,
I have
I
a
agree.
feeling. And
And it look, Chevy Chase is so funny in it. His role is small, but
he's the doctor, right?
He plays
he's like the doctor.
he plays the shittiest, like Vegas type doctor
Yeah.
that like will sell you anything. Like he's so good in it. And
Yeah.
Chevy needed a hit at that point because he had just come off of Vegas Vacation.
I love Vegas Vacation.
I do too.
So do I.
I don't know what it's amazing. I watch it at least once a year.
Yeah.
The only one I like actually don't like is European Vacation.
European, yep. Same
Agreed.
here.
That's the
Thank
worst
you.
one.
Oh, there you go. True
totally
fans,
agree.
boys. True fans.
But here's the thing where I disagree with a lot of people. The first Vacation is the best. It's not Christmas. It's the first Vacation. People love Christmas.
I could see
So
the argument.
It's Vacation, then Christmas Vacation, then Vegas, and then Euro is last.
That's
Well, I think
that's
it's
not a bad way. That's not.
Well, I think because Christmas Vacation is something you watch every year. Like no matter if you want to watch it or not, you're going to watch it. So I think that's
you
why
have
people
to watch. It's a great,
Yeah.
it's a classic. It's a classic.
Yeah, so I think that's why people associate with that being the best one. It's my favorite one.
It's the most family friendly one too. Like Vegas is a little raunchy. I like it, but like the first Vacation, dude, there is nothing. I mean, that is a hard R comedy.
Yes, it is.
You know, like the stuff about the girl with Uncle Cousin Eddie. He's like, Daddy says I'm the best.
I'm
Like,
the best.
oh, it's so.
But you know
messed
what?
up.
Cousin Eddie is the key to success with the Vacation movies.
Amen.
What does European not have?
He doesn't have him, but I do think
He's not even in it at all. You're right. I didn't even think about that.
They use Cousin Eddie way too much in Vegas Vacation, I think, and I think that you need to tone him back a little.
True, but well, listen,
I love
his scenes are the best.
Yeah.
The whole cooking the chicken on the rock. I always thought it was just from like the Vegas heat, but people are like, no, Christian, it's really because that's where they were. It's radioactive.
Yeah.
Like because of the bomb and stuff out there.
Yeah.
Where
But
can I get
dude-
some damn bait?
Oh, that scene is the
My favorite is when
dude. I get stressed out watching Vegas Vacation a little bit because of how much of a mess Chevy gets himself in. And then like with Cousin Eddie just like being like up his crawl the whole second half of the movie, I kind of get annoyed with like I'm with Chevy. I'm like, dude, we gotta get this money back. And I'm always like,
that's what
fuck
I'm
off,
saying.
Cousin Eddie, stop it.
I feel like Christmas Vacation uses Cousin Eddie the best. Like you don't get him too much. You don't get him, you don't get him for, or you get him the right amount of time. I can't think of what
He doesn't come until halfway in the movie.
Yeah. So I think he's perfectly timed in the second one, or I'm sorry, in a Christmas Vacation.
And dude, the nastiest scene in Vegas is the buffet scene. I'll have some of the yellow.
Dude, I had to last year when I was in Vegas, it was like the last month that the Mirage was open. I had to like get down there just to walk through, try to find the gold elevators. It's saying everything's been remodeled, everything. Yeah. The volcano was still there, so that was kind of fun.
So what happened? The Mirage is just gone.
They're tearing it down and they're putting up a Hard Rock.
What?
And the Hard Rock is
Hard Rock anymore.
Hang on. It's a guitar. It's a Les Paul shaped hotel. I am interested. Nothing lasts in
biggest
Vegas
downgrade
for
of
40
all.
years. Luxor is probably going to go. That's my favorite thing in Vegas. The pyramid.
Yeah, that's usually where I stay is the Luxor.
That's where I stay, dude. It's so great. It's so great.
Dude, I'm the idiot that tries to look out the window and hit my head because it's at the curb. Dude, I do it.
I never stay in the pyramid, but that's a different. Different string.
I agree, Keith. I do get bored. And the only thing I say I like it, but it's the one thing I give European Vacation credit for is them clearly knowing that this weird thing about hosts kissing little girls on TV talk shows is disgusting. And I love the fact that they lean into that at the beginning of European. It's like they clearly know, like, yeah, this is disturbing shit that these TV talk show hosts are doing to these kids.
Prolonged mouth kisses.
Well, it's really weird how they treat Audrey in the second one too. Like
she's annoying as hell. Oh god, I can't stand her.
Well, like
that's the worst Audrey of all time.
Yeah,
Rusty's okay. But
yeah, well, Night of the Creeps, right? Like that's
Night of the Creeps. Yeah, she actually passed away. She passed away at like the age 30, 32 or whatever. From diabetes. Yeah.
I thought you were about to say from Diet Coke. I was about to be terrified.
Well, I mean, kind of. Yeah, I think. Yeah, kind of.
People were asking about TMNT getting a 4K release. You know, I've heard a lot about that. I'd be really bummed out if they just do the first one. You got to do Secret of the Ooze too.
That's my preferred movie.
It kind of is low key. Do that pizza in the beginning of part 2. I think Cody was always like, I've got to find that pizza.
I know.
We talk about that a lot.
I've been searching my whole life, man.
That's why I always share you those pizza reels that I'll find where it's like, dude, they do the pull apart and that cheese is just like it stretches like a mile long.
I swear, dude, Ninja Turtles and the Goof movie has the best pizza.
Yeah, but dude, you got to remember, there's like anchovies and like kumquats on that thing.
Yeah, that's true. But I just want that pizza.
Maybe that's what's like pulling.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys watch Oliver Harper. He does like these really cool movie retrospective videos where he talks about the history, the release, how it came out, what it did, if people liked it or not. He did one on Ninja Turtles. And I either I am losing my mind or he talked about there being a German Blu-ray media book that was like a harder rated version of the film where apparently Splinter, you know, in the movie at the end, Shredder runs up, Splinter kind of ducks him with and takes his little nunchuck. Well, in this one, I think he said Splinter either stabs Shredder or fights him longer, or like they actually have a scuttle or something. But he said that there was a lot of stuff that was cut out for 90. I got to watch that episode again. But yeah, that Oliver Harper episode of Ninja Turtles was amazing. And I remember him talking about that. And I was like, well, God, I got to see that. So my hope is that, you know, they'll somehow miraculously do it. Then you have to wonder this. Is Ninja Turtles going to get a boutique release from some label, or is Warner Brothers, because that's who owns it, going to just shove it out?
They don't do anything anymore, though, do they? Like Warner Brothers?
No, not really. But at the same time, and it's speculation. I always say, listen, don't take me verbatim. But I have about 3 people that are kind of, they'll send me pictures of stuff. I can never share it, but like not on the internet anyway. But like, hey, this is what's going on with the Elm Street box set. Blah 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 blah.
I saw a picture of somebody working on a restoration for 2.
Yeah. And that was Jack Shoulder that actually posted that himself. But I've had other people say this is what's happening, blah, blah, blah. And they'll tell me about this stuff. And there are people involved working on that box set that really want to make it nice. And they were just going to take studio masters of this and just shove the 4K set out. But then a lot of the people were like, no, we want to get Chuck Russell. We want to get Rachel Talalay. We want Jack Shoulder to come in. And that's what's happening. So there's people involved that sounds like they're trying to make this really special. And the last I heard was a lot of people were like, well, are they not going to do commentaries? The 2 of the guys told me that what they're trying to do right now is set up Zoom meetings with some of these people to do new commentaries to put on there. So the audio on the commentaries may not be really great because they're not going to be sitting in front of microphones with headsets, but they are working on that. So my point is that is something that sounds like they're trying to do, but at the same time, that sounds like the people involved just really love Elm Street, so they're trying to go out of their way to do something nice for it. So you can't really I wouldn't go out of my way to expect something nice, but I don't know, dude. Like, I wish somebody would get the license to do Ninja Turtles and do something just absolutely sick.
Well, Umbrella did a decent like Blu-ray box set.
Scratch and Sniff, is that what that was?
Scratch and Sniff, yeah, I have it. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
So can you really sniff it? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, it comes with like a sheet, and then when you're watching the movie, it'll flash the sticker you're supposed to scratch, and you're like, oh, dirty socks, you know.
Do you actually do it? Did you?
Yeah.
Smell
I did it once,
vision,
yeah.
man.
Yes,
Nickelodeon did that back in the 90s, and like it was on like the back of those like Squeeze-Its or whatever. You had to get your card for like the week.
Yeah, I remember that. And it was like you watch Hey Arnold, and then you smell
exactly.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Obviously, you grew up with the Turtles films. I'm assuming you love, Ninja Turtles in general and stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but like all in front of me is Turtles.
Okay, well, okay. Because I never talked to you about this. I know how Cody feels. Cody knows how I feels. Ninja Turtles. What was the name of the movie just came out, Cody? Mayhem. Did you like it?
I never saw it.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, hold on. Did you not watch it because you're terrified of hating it?
Yep.
That was your concern, dude. not only do you have to watch it, I like Cody because Cody's probably knows more. Dude, they were playing hip hop songs in this movie where the lyrics are like, holy shit, why is this in this movie?
Mhm.
Some of the songs, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Well, it's Seth
like
Rogen,
legitimately
right?
good. Yes, don't let that deter you. Seth Rogen
No,
is
I mean,
not funny. I
I
don't
liked
like
Seth Rogen at one point. Like he was a
Yeah.
funny person at one point.
Now he's
Something
annoying
happened.
with that stupid
Something
laugh.
happened.
That's how I
Cody,
laugh.
Cody, tell him how good that shit was. For real.
How good show? What was?
The Mute Mayhem was.
No, I haven't seen it.
He hasn't seen it either. Yeah.
Yeah,
seen
I
it
said
either?
I haven't seen it.
Who
No,
was
I
it?
own it though.
It must have been Justin or somebody.
Garrett likes it.
Dude,
So
it's
this
fucking
is the thing.
great.
Everybody I know who's seen it, that's a fan of the old school ones, said that this is good. They say I'm gonna like it. The reason why, because like I said, I own it. I own that Steelbook that came out, but I'm not a big fan of that kind of animation. I know people love that animation, but even watching the trailer, it's too long for me. That kind of animation.
That
I'm not
animation
gonna
is
feel like
fantastic.
we got.
I love it.
I'm not gonna feel like we have a new Turtles movie until they're in those costumes again.
Yeah, 100%.
If you can do it that well in '90,
We need
right?
Corey Feldman back as Donatello.
Honestly, hang on.
He was good as
Honestly,
Donatello.
Yes,
Yeah.
he sounds like a Ninja Turtle. But he's in the third movie.
He does
right?
sound like a ninja.
Hey, no, so he's in the first and third. He was in rehab.
He's not in
during the second one.
that's what it
Yeah,
is.
He was
they,
in rehab at the time.
it's funny. Both Feldman's career and the Turtles as a property just went down in value, so they met in the middle for part
They
3
kinda
again.
They kind of did. They kind of. Have you ever seen you can get part 3 heads like online still, like kind of readily available. Like one's always kind of up for auction, but they're all like they
all falling apart. Yeah.
Yes, like they're these like these horrifying.
Yeah, they look
things.
scary. Yeah.
They're and like the lips are all pulled back and it's all teeth.
Watch, I'm gonna have one soon.
Man, I remember seeing it. Like it wasn't like insanely out of pocket for one, right? Yeah, like that looks really good. But I'm talking about this one that's got like
dude, it has the animatronics hooked up. Dude, I want one. But yeah, see that one with the teeth showing?
Oh my god,
that's what they all. That's what most of them look like. They all look like my. They all look like my Anchor Bay Book of the Dead.
That's like
They're all just, like,
Toxie.
coming
That's like
apart.
Toxie Avenger. Toxie as a turtle. The Toxie turtle.
That's an interesting movie.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that girl that had there was this episode of World's Craziest Collectors? That girl who had the Ninja Turtle collection.
Yes, yeah.
She's still around. She's still around on YouTube, I think, too.
I mean, and she would sing the song, and she would make weird pizza.
She made the pizzas from the. Oh, dude, that's nasty shit.
There's no way that's kayfabe. All right, she did that for the cameras. There's no way she's eating.
I mean, listen, her house was covered in turtle stuff.
Yeah, my house was covered in horror stuff, and I eat like a normal human being,
Yeah, I mean, oh, you're talking about. I thought you meant as a total package. You meant eating.
No, like the eating, that's
yeah.
not real.
Who's gonna put mayonnaise and pickles on top of a pepperoni pizza? Like if I was at the house and I was gonna eat like we're eating pizza for dinner and she did that. Oh God, I should be.
Remember, she exclusively ate pizza.
Yeah,
I'm not. Hey, listen, dude, I'm not far off from that.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying too. I was like, man, I just had pizza today.
Just Huck's Pizza or just gas station pizza.
Hunts Brothers. That's what we have down
Hunts
here.
Brothers is actually
dude. I fuck with the Hunts Brothers.
Dude, that is now the number one, the most selling pizza in America. It's no longer.
Dude, I believe. Dude, gas station pizza. I need to do reviews of those, gas.
I had 7-Eleven pizza today, man, and it was good. I swear to God, I had.
Was it a slice or you got was it a personal pan?
No, so I was working and I bought it. I bought what it is it was $6.99, and it's like a large pizza. It's like a real pizza.
Hold on, 7-Eleven pizza. I gotta look this.
Yeah,
up.
man.
I've never been in a 7-Eleven,
and I thought it was going to be small, but it could feed your family, man.
But do they have 7-Elevens in Kentucky?
I've never seen one, so
oh wow,
they don't have them. No, we don't. We don't have.
We have Circle K's.
We have Circle K's here too.
All right, Cody, is this it? The 7-Eleven pizza?
Yeah, I got the pepperoni one.
Dude, I mean,
$6.99 though for that.
$6.99 for a whole pizza?
Uh-huh.
That's almost Little Caesars.
Yeah. It was pretty good, man. I must have got
so that's an actual picture of the pizza right there.
Yeah, but my pizza came with those pepperonis, and then it had chopped pepperonis, They had like 3 different kind of pepperonis on.
Oh,
Dude.
I mess with those like little chopped pepperonis, man. Those
Yeah,
are
man.
good.
We
That
have
and
got to do a
pepperonis.
big show where everybody gets whatever pizza is at their gas station, and we just do like a chill ass show where we
Yeah.
eat gas station pizza and just talk shit.
You got to come up
QT.
with a cool name for it. And
Q-
then
Q-
then it's a thing.
Dude, QT has some bomb pizza too, man.
Dude, I don't.
Pork
I'll-
chops in general usually have decent food.
Oh, dude, when me and Jay were heading to Tennessee, we stopped at I love these gas stations. They're called Loves. They're just
Loves,
like big gas,
Mhm.
big trucks up. And dude, they had the works. They had the hot dogs on the wheels, like just, dude. And those suckers, people could say what they want about gas station hot dogs, but every time I go into a gas station and I see that little thing turning, I'm like, God, I gotta check Amazon and see if I
They
can get
look
one of
pretty
those machines. Like, imagine just having that thing on at the house at all times and getting a quick
This-
dog.
This is gonna sound made up, but I had one for a brief period of time. And I got it for free. It worked. They had one like for the drive because I used to work in like around trucking, and they had it for the drivers. They'd put those like sausages and stuff on it, and they replaced it with like a better one, and they were gonna throw it away. And I was like, I could mess up some hot dogs on this thing, dude, if I had it at home.
Yeah.
And I had it for like 2 months, and it was just too big. But you get it.
But did you keep dogs on there at all
So
times?
I
or
was
did you kinda
real heavy on the dogs like month 1, right? You know, I mean, I'm just dogging for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack.
Dude.
We're throwing sausage on it. We're getting crazy. I was trying to find where we could get those tornadoes.
Probably get those
You know
little
what I'm talking
taquitos
about?
from Walmart.
That's what I'm
too.
talking about, dude. Like you could.
Oh, you put those on there?
I didn't try the ones from Walmart, but I wanted to get like the tornado or torpedoes or whatever they call them. That also there's various meats shoved inside of that.
Dude, I was at QT the other day and they had ghost pepper hot dogs. I gotta
Hold on.
try one.
Oh. Ghost
Oh,
pepper
Quick
pie
Trip
is like
Quick Trip
butter.
gas stations are the best.
Dude, you have frozen hot chocolate at yours, right?
Yes.
Mine do not have frozen hot chocolate.
That sounds
And
like
it upsets me.
All right, so you said QT ghost pepper hot dogs.
Yeah. I saw it the other day when I was in there and I wasn't there to eat.
Dude, so wait up, is that what the dog looks like?
Ooh,
It's
red
laced.
dog.
It's
Red
laced.
dog.
Hold on, so it's laced with ghost pepper. That dog is that looks like a dog rocket, dude. That's so
That-
unappetizing to me.
Dog rocket.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
dude, you never
oh
had
my
like a
God.
red one. No, you don't remember Lay's red wieners? Like that can't be a Kentucky thing. It'd leave like the water red, like the hot dog water would be red because it was. All right, man. Somebody in the comments back me up on red wieners.
Is that how you got the dog, Cody? It was on the rollers like that on the conveyor belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the
But I did not try it because, dude, I feel like this is something you eat on a Friday night and you have a Saturday off, kind of.
That way, in
So,
case
are
you
you saying it burned your
cancel
ass?
some stuff.
You're saying it burned your ass.
No, I haven't had it yet, but I have a feeling it will.
Well, Christian, you're so big and bad, man. You want to do the one chip challenge that killed somebody, by the way, so we can never do it again.
Are you serious?
Seriously, they quit doing it.
I did.
Corey emailed them because they sent us that one. They sent us like that box of like a dozen.
Whoa,
of
whoa,
them
so
for
hold
the
on.
last one.
Hold on. They don't do promotional things like that, or you have
They
to go
don't
buy
do the chip at all because
We have to go on eBay and get the chips. I
Let's
need
see.
to redeem myself.
Let's see how much these chips are, sir.
I've had one before, man.
Oh, you've
Oh,
had the
Christian
hot
didn't you do it with us, Christian?
Cody, I'm gonna tell you the story about this in a second. I might even pull up the video so you can see it. Amir, thank you for the $1.99.
Oh.
Favorite turtle. The right answer is Raphael. My favorite turtle is always Donatello because purple is my favorite color.
Mine's
I love
Raphael.
Donatello. Plus, Donatello was
Bro.
the best on the original Ninja Turtle game for Nintendo. He had the long shaft. You could knock out.
That's cheap, bro. That's why
Great.
you couldn't use
Yeah, I was a-
Donatello.
I was a kid. Like,
Well, you couldn't use him, man.
Like Raphael, you have to get so up close.
Dude, you
like
get-
all he has is like that's his range right there.
You get Leonardo like a man in lead. Okay,
Leonardo
that's what
was
you
great.
get.
Leonardo was good.
Raphael is rude but cool.
Raphael, it's like
Damn.
Sydney assigns Turtle's personalities to the dogs because we got 4, and Owen is Raphael because he's mean, antagonistic. You know. Thank you, Amir. What's the over under on the hot chips on eBay?
So somebody else makes him now. So we can just go to.
We got to move on. Fuck them. We're not
Yeah.
stuck. Anyway,
we got to
so
go to Jolo chip.
So
instead of
Cody,
Pocky.
they did
They're
it.
probably watered down now. They're probably not even remotely close to.
We need unleaded. That's $50.
Check it out.
We need unleaded.
We need
Cody,
a
check
high
it out.
test.
Cody, it's not fair what
Yeah.
happened. So, first of all, Steak Sauce cheated. He did not. He had a gimmick chip on the side that was like a Dorito because he didn't even break a sweat, which is bullshit. I don't care who you are. So we do this hot chip challenge, and I'm ready. I'm the raging Cajun. I really thought I was gonna win because, dude, I love spice. I cover my food with cayenne. I love red pepper. I put red pepper flakes on my potatoes. I love spice. I grew up eating crawfish like it was a sandwich as a kid. You know, where you got the sinus. If I'm eating crawfish and I don't have sinus, it's not spicy enough. Anyway, I'm ready for the show. I'm ready to rock and roll. I eat the chip, and all of a sudden, I do this. I eat the chip, right? And I go, I do that.
Oh, you rub your eyes.
And all of a sudden, it dawned
he
on me.
makes. It's the sound he makes.
It was the most blood curdling cry I've ever done in my life. And it wasn't, dude, it was so bad. I was screaming in pain. Eventually, Sydney took the mop bucket and dumped our gallon of milk into it. And she said, dunk. And I literally stuck my head. I was on all fours in the hallway. I literally was on all fours in the hallway.
Still up the entire time, by the way.
Yeah, you could
no
see me.
Christian.
You could see me and Sydney going back and forth. My head, I was on all fours. My head is in a bucket full of milk because I initially got in the shower, and at that point, I almost wanted to walk into traffic and just end everything. It was that bad. But I screwed myself, Cody. I was fine. Like, it was spicy. Anybody that says it's not is full of shit. It was spicy, but dude, I beat myself. There's no way in hell Steak Sauce can beat me in a spicy chip.
I can't do it. I can't do it, dude. I'll be 100%. I did not last any time. I didn't see any point in trying to make it. It just.
So how did you guys get the chip? Because when I got the chip, so they came with it was like Pocky or whatever, and it was like a bag of chips. You open it up, and if you had a winner, you would send them. I forgot what you would send it in. And they would send you a chip, and it was in a cardboard casket. And that's how I did the chip challenge.
The casket?
They had to send it
Yeah,
to
we
me.
got
We have it. I have it.
Yeah,
I have mine
okay.
somewhere. But it was I don't know, dude. It was like during a time when I don't know, they just weren't checking. But Pocky sent Corey, our friend, like 12 of them in like a promotional box to and we did like a bunch of people. It was at least 10.
Is Pocky even still around? Or did
They
go
are.
under?
They're just not allowed to make that chip anymore. Because that one really weak. If a chip takes you out, man, you know what I mean?
Hey man, you
You
never.
were going out anyway. If it was just one chip away, what are we really shielding you
Well,
from?
it is because I got one and my friend got one, and we were doing the challenge and we filmed it. So we ate it, and it it was about we were filming ourselves for a minute, and we're like, okay, well this is a boring video because they're not spicy. So we stopped recording. As soon as we stopped recording, all of a sudden we're like, oh crap! It took a minute to hit you because at first I was like, oh yeah, I don't feel it at all. But dude,
It lasted so long.
Yes, it was so spicy, man.
And the next day,
I'd love to do it again though.
I'm not. It was it tasted awful. I think that was worse than the heat.
Yeah, well, the older I get, because I love really, really spicy stuff, but I think the older I get, the more I want it. I want the taste more than the heat. Right. I want it spicy, but I want
habanero.
I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it to just burn.
Like somewhere around habanero, like it's like where it's stopped. Like
Yeah.
you don't get that funk that you get from
ghost
pepper.
Yeah, man.
Maybe there's no way Corey deleted that video.
The one chip challenge? I wouldn't think so.
One chip. I'm doing hot chip.
Yeah, I bow out immediately.
Let me just find the spot. I think somebody even said like Christian's scream at the X mark was unsettling.
No, it is. It kind of is. You never come back.
It was Pizzow. That was brutal. I'll never unhear Christian's blood curdling scream. Is there an update on CHH? Is she okay?
Well, it was like we didn't hear until the next day kind of thing.
I found it. You ready? All right. So Cody, check this out. Let's kind of cap off the show with this because this is a great way to end this. Oh, I gotta share the audio. Are you ready, Cody?
Oh god damn, there's a lot of you guys.
no. What's so funny about this, Cody? Pretend you didn't know what this video. Pretend you
I
didn't-
know. What's going
Pretend
on?
you
I know.
Pretend you know what this video was, and you just see a bunch of dudes looking like they're close to
I'm like,
orgasm. Like, look at Jay's face in the bottom right. Here we go. Look at Jay in the bottom.
I don't, everybody's just
It's so bad.
look at the guy in the top. Look at the guy in the top right.
Yeah.
Look at Monty. Bottom middle.
Monty shut down. He ends up
The
shutting
way
down.
those
Him and
peppers
Dan
were
both.
worse.
They just kind of
No freaking way.
Oh wow.
Eyes. I'm looking at eyes.
Jay, you don't touch your eyes, dude.
I can't see anything. Look at Monty, dude. Monty
Guys,
looks
come on.
like he's.
Calm down.
The bird.
It looks
Who's out? Who's out? I can't even
Corey.
see, and I didn't touch my
Sorry,
eyes.
man.
I can't see.
Who can't do it? Who's out? Who's in?
Corey's out.
I'm barely still in. I'm gonna drink soon though.
No, I did not, Evan.
I love that we're seeing this again.
It's not going away.
It's getting worse.
Dude, Cody, I want you to understand something. This was probably one of the most painful things that's ever happened to me in my life.
I can't.
Christian, your eyes, man. I tried.
Touch my fucking face.
Oh,
It's horrible.
I can't.
I
Dude,
want it
Monty
so
is
bad.
killing me.
It burns. It burns so bad.
Monty is killing me.
It still burns.
All right, fuck this. I'm done.
Did anybody pick up anything fun from the store lately?
Dude. Okay, hold on. I am backing up, Jonathan. We have got to watch him eat his chip. He is full of shit. The audience will agree. Steak
I
sauce
think it
did
is.
not
I
eat the
think
chip.
Corey does make you go. He does bring it up. I don't think we all eat it together.
Now look back here. Look how happy everybody is. Look how
Christian has a hat on and glasses.
I got my hat and my glasses.
Everyone's happy. But dude, when you jumped in the middle of that, it did look like everyone was like orgasming, especially that dude in the top left or the top right. And they got the glasses up there. He looked like he was having a good time. But yeah.
I know. What's so funny is watch this. I look at this screenshot, everybody in the show, everybody's happy. Then watch this. That's not even a good one. Like right here. All right, hold on. Let me find. Let me
He's
find where we eat.
the water bottle on his eyes, Dan.
Let me find where we eat the chip.
Lawrence ends up being like with his like shirt wide open, just kind of like laying on a bed.
Oh, we have got to watch steak sauce.
Oh fuck.
Oh, geez.
Oh God, all that chewing.
I know.
What is this ASMR? All right, now let's. Audience, I want everybody. I need all 152 people in here right now. Keep your eye on the big bald-headed son of a bitch on the right. He
son of a
did
bitch.
not. I am convinced he did not eat the chip. We're gonna let's watch as soon as we got to figure this out. He's a liar. He gimmicked his chip.
Roll with your eyes. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay.
All right,
The whole
everybody
shit.
ready?
This is. Yeah.
Smells like burnt vinegar. Dude, that is not.
Looks like chocolate.
That's bark. He's got chocolate bark in his hand.
PCO, you're my
I don't know.
inspiration.
It may be beef jerky, Christian.
It may be.
It may be.
2,
Let's watch him.
1, go.
I know it looks like tortilla. I don't know, man. I don't know how you would have gimmicked it. You'll notice I have a glove on.
geez.
Christian.
Sorry,
Man, a glove.
God.
The glove that
God.
it came with. That you should have used.
Oh, yes.
I'm out.
Dude, he gimmicked it. I'm convinced he gimmicked his chip.
It looked legit, but there are chips that look like that out there.
Yeah, they're
Guy-
blue tortilla chips.
Guys, do me a favor. Drop a thumbs up in the chat if you think that was beef jerky. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if that was beef jerky.
At the very least, it's CGI.
Dude, he did not.
It's that Marvel.
It's not
the Marvel
in-can-
budget.
if it's not happening like on camera, it's CGI for sure.
Buddy, honestly, with another chip.
All right, so by this point, everybody's settled down.
Desktop.
Laura,
Gotta go to the hospital.
I had COVID, and let me tell you, I'll take COVID over this.
Cody, it was that bad, dude.
Man, COVID. I will take COVID over this.
Where the hell has Monty been, man?
I don't know, man. I was hoping we'd see him this year.
All right, well, listen, guys. If I'll talk to Corey about this, because when we were at the show, I told Corey we have got to do a rematch. Just so I need to beat Steak Sauce because he's the son of a bitch. He cheated. I'll see if Corey, because now I've introduced this to my channel. If I could somehow see if Corey will allow me to also stream this as well, because this was his idea. But if he'll allow me to stream this as well on my channel, where like he lets me add it, I want to broadcast this rematch. And Cody, if you want to be a part of this, dude, can you handle it?
Yeah.
No, for real.
I mean, well, I eat spicy food all the time.
All right, well, listen.
And
If you gimmick your
I
chip,
will cheer y'all on from the sidelines.
if you dude, you have to. What are you talking about? You have to. That was years
is
ago. You've recovered.
horrible.
Yeah, but it's for entertainment. Like it's for
I'm
the
older now. Like I don't really.
You were
need
old
the-
then. What are you talking about? We're all
I'm like I don't need the clout. Like,
no, it's not about cloud. It's about being. It's just about manning up, dude.
It's not, dude. Like I don't have to do that. Like I could stab myself in the thigh.
Oh, there he is. You
That's
stupid
good.
son of a bitch. Oh, you dork. Fucking dorks just can't admit that
Listen,
I'm way
I
tougher.
will slap
Dude, he's
the
such
rest
a-
of the hair off of your head, boy.
Dude,
I'm
listen,
the toughest man
Take
alive.
the bass out of your voice when you're speaking to me.
If he
okay?
here's the thing. If he actually showed like he never gave me that husky breath like that when you go like he never even did that.
It was gimmick.
He gimmicked his chip.
It was
And
gimmick.
Justin's
Justin's saying it's a legit
listen,
shit.
Justin, I'm not in the mood tonight. If you want to stand up in a chair and talk shit to me, go right ahead. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for you tonight. Or if you want to man up and join in on the chip challenge, then man up and join in on the chip challenge. But I'm gonna tell you something, Justin. I don't think you got the fucking balls to do it, quite frankly. This may end up being the biggest chip challenge of all time if people want to get involved. But listen, everybody, for real, everybody in the chat, go subscribe to this channel, Off the Grill Podcast, and then talk shit to him in his live shows. Call him a clown, call him a dork, call him a bum.
He's running scared.
He is running scared. But Jonathan, Jonathan, you have to do it again. You can't watch. Like, you got to do it.
I mean, I could just like bitch out again.
No, dude, just have the bucket of milk ready.
You know what I will do though is I will use the provided glove, man. I just feel like you were just reckless. I don't know what that was.
Mine didn't come with the glove.
Oh no, dude. You know what I'm doing when I eat this chip? Hands behind my back, and I'm just gonna go.
You know, like you're bobbing for apples.
I'm gonna, dude. I refuse to let my hands get any. I'm gonna tell City, cuff me.
Tongs,
literally
man.
cuff me.
Tongs.
And I'm gonna eat it like
It could be a
damn
magic
bitch.
trick.
I'm gonna eat it like bird seed.
You got to eat it out of her hand.
Listen, if we do this again, I not only declare victory, I guarantee I'm gonna be like Bret Hart. If I say I'm gonna win, I'm winning. I declare and guarantee a victory. And if I'll even take it a step further, if and when Steak Sauce gimmicks his chip, we're gonna have to eat another one. And you're gonna have to on screen open the bag, take the chip out all on screen,
It can't
and
leave.
drop it in. It cannot
can't
leave the
leave
frame. Dude, he's a fraud. People will learn that he is a fraud.
How are you getting these chips though if they don't sell them anymore?
There's other
There's
companies.
Joy Toss. We need you to sponsor this event. We need like, I don't know, a couple dozen of these.
We'll get Corey. Corey's the manager. We'll get Corey to. That's my dad. I told that old lady at the convention. That's my dad. We'll get Corey to figure that
I like
out.
how your like instinct was just like create a family around you.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Well, that broad just came and sat down next to us. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, I know we look inviting, but like, don't come sit down with us.
No,
like,
she was-
get
yeah.
away.
She wanted some of the old CHH. She heard about Planet Dirty.
Yeah. We need to interview her. You need to smell fart spray and dude, but I'm not spraying that shit in my house, McCar. Fart spray is. Listen, dude, you're done. You're finished. It's over.
CHH screwed CHH.
Yeah, Akeem, that's what we were talking about, and I mean that's sad, of course, but I mean we're gonna be very responsible. You know, what can I say? Like if you have conditions and stuff like that, like I would recommend, of course, do not touch them. But that is sad. But of course, there's other companies that are going to jump at the bit to
Absolutely.
resurrect the
They're
spike.
like, go ahead and sue us. We're broke right now anyway. So
I would almost do like a pepper challenge, like a ghost pepper. Have you guys eaten like an actual ghost pepper? Like just taken the sucker out, plucked it in, and ate it?
Yeah, I've had so because I used to work in a grocery store in like the produce area, and we would try whatever the hot peppers were. I had a scorpion pepper, man. I had to throw it up for it to stop burning because it was in my stomach burning. I could feel like the acid in my stomach just burning.
Well, my goal was to make steak sauce throw up, puke, and have the shakes. So whatever it takes. If we got to do a pepper challenge, we're going to do it. I remember Lorne was doing something. He did like a pepper challenge.
We did it on S'mores and Doors.
S'mores and Doors. Okay.
We started at jalapeno and went to Carolina Reaper.
When did you tap out? What was the?
I did all of them. It was just horrible. And like the worst part is like, if you just order a Carolina Reaper online, like you're probably just gonna get like a dehydrated one, so it's just like ash in your mouth, and that's almost worse. But the Trinidad Scorpion, we did that one.
How bad was that?
It's all bad. After Ghost Pepper, there's nothing to have fun with.
I'll be damned. Well, we got to figure this out, man. We have to do this rematch. And like I said, I want this to be like WrestleMania. I want to stream this here. We'll do s'mores. If Corey's fine with it, we'll stream it on this channel as well. Cody, if you want to man up, we have to get Brandon involved. Brandon has to eat the chip.
I'll do it 100%, man.
You'll do it? All right, you're in? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I want to see. I know Pizzle will just chicken out. I respect.
Well, I don't think Piz has got stones. For
I know. No, I agree. But I look up to Piz too much. Like you know, if like
if you see him, he's like,
do the whole.
I don't want to see Piz like that.
Do the full heel turn.
What do you mean, like on
go all in, call him out?
Oh, I was saying, I look up to Piz so much, so it's fine for me to be like. Steak sauce. It's fine for me to be like, steak sauce, you're a rat son of a bitch. But like I would feel weird being like, Pizzle, you just a big pussy. I would feel
you wouldn't
bad.
say that. You wouldn't say that though, right? Like you wouldn't say
like I would feel bad being like, Piz, dude, you ain't nothing but a big pussy. You better eat that pepper, dude. How would he react? Do you think he would laugh, or what if he gets mad?
I don't know. I don't think he's got the grapefruits to tell you.
Are you planting a seed right now?
I'm not doing anything, man. I'm telling you my opinion here.
And I ain't saying shit about Piz out.
You saw how we acted with him, the Godfather.
You know, dude, it's so funny, Cody. When we were at the convention, we're all sitting down eating, and it's funny, Cody. I got fried pickles as a meal because I wasn't too hungry, but I wanted to eat just so I could, not feel like I'm just sitting there. Yeah. And the woman brings me out a bowl. No, it wasn't a bowl. It was a plate. Mountain. Cody, the pickles went up like a mountain.
Damn,
it was probably over 100 fried pickles on this plate.
We ate pickles way later.
I love fried pickles.
When you got them again that one day, yours were nice and crispy. They were nice. You got a great platter of them.
So I used to have a restaurant that used to, instead of like deep fried pickles, they'd be deep fried sliced jalapenos, and they were so good.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm. But
you
those
can pretty much deep fry anything, and I'm going to be on board for it.
Those would sneak up on you the next day, though. Eat a whole plate of those, and then also the next day you're like, "What the hell did I eat yesterday?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I ate like basically a whole jar of jalapenos."
Oh, I got to read this. Thank you, Nick. He says, Nick Harrison. What's up, Christian? Love the content. Just got back to physical media collecting. I've been mostly collecting horror NECA stuff for the past decade. So awesome, Nick. It's funny because they got me out of retirement with that Halloween 6 NECA, and I got Pamela. I'm back in retirement now, but I had to get Pamela. And then Nick says,
that 6 is really nice.
It is really nice. Nick says, love the fact that you got a good personality, unlike a lot of the sweaty, toxic mouth breathers out here. Like, who are you? Like, I don't watch a whole lot of physical
Name
media
names,
channels.
Nick.
Like
We're burning it all down tonight, Nick.
We are the mean girls and we're writing a burn book.
No, we have to make this happen. Though. I tell you, man, I had such a good time at that convention hanging out, and I was just like, dude, I want to do. The truth is, I remember Jay hit me up one day, like a year or so ago, and he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, I didn't make you upset or nothing." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was just like, "I just hadn't heard from you." I said, "No, dude. Like, honestly," and I had this conversation with a number of people. When I was like, I've been on YouTube for so long, I don't really have much to show for it. I've got to lock in, dude. From that point on, a couple years ago, I mean, I just started constantly just filming, working on stuff, improving this, improving that, cleaning up my goddamn movie room. Like, and so I got so busy, but yeah, but like I got to let loose. I got to relax. I didn't film anything at that convention. I took a break. I had fun. I was like, I'm getting a little bit of step going on the channel. The channel's doing good. And I'm like, I want to have some fun and do like these crazy things. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, I think if we did a show like this pepper thing again, or this chip challenge again, my audience would love it. It'd be so fun. It'd be it's like, not everybody just wants to talk about a Blu-ray. It's like, let's do like this crazy fun shit. People would love it. So I'm so serious. I got to get with Corey again. I want to plan this out. I want to make sure it happens. I don't care if I got to buy the chips and send them to everybody. We have to do it again.
We'll get it done. We can get this done.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely do it, man.
I might even get Cody to film like a thing calling out Pizzow. Listen, Piz.
Well, you gotta set a date. That way, in all your live streams, you can call everyone out and be like, I don't know, July 8th. I'm coming for you.
We got to do it. And Cody, and this is what we're going to do. Cody, show him your shirt. Let the people see what your shirt is. Shirt says, "I support putting animal abusers to sleep." We're going to take a piece of duct tape, Jonathan, over animal abusers, and it's going to say "Hot Chip Challenge Avoiders." And then that's what he's going to wear when he cuts the promo. See, Cody's promos will probably be good because Cody was a wrestler. I would get on camera just like Steak Sauce. Once they give me the mic, listen, you son of a bitch, baby, like you little sissy. Like,
no, see, he's got red hair, so you got to call him like a giant leprechaun or something.
A giant leprechaun.
You got to go at him.
Oh man. But I gotta get to work soon. I gotta go film a bunch of shit. I'm gonna be up all night. But I had a blast tonight. Felt good to relax. I haven't streamed in a while, so
thanks for having me on, man. It was fun.
Of course. Just to let people know, for those watching, tomorrow you'll get Time Cop. Monday will be Reanimator, and we'll go from there. I got a bunch of funny videos, and I'll do one for Pamela just because I want to. And thank you guys for watching that cult video. I thought that was so fun to do. And people are like, well, we want more. I'm like, well, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the school. But I had a blast doing that. So I might take some more risks and do some other silly shit. And like I'd say, Jonathan, I tell you to promote your stuff, but it'd be funny if people it'd be funny if you got a bunch of subscribers.
Nothing
right now with no videos.
Just put like coming soon.
Coming.
And then like another one that's like coming kind of soon, maybe later.
But they have guys, Jonathan, thank you for coming. And Cody, do you have anything you want to promote? You've kind of been taking it easy in the chat, but you said you've been busy. Yeah. Are you working on anything you want to talk about, promote, or anything?
I honestly have nothing coming out or nothing planned coming out, but
you bring a 90s month back?
Sure. 90s month, the last 6 months.
Dude, my video, it's like you ended on that video and then
and that was it. I'm stuck in the 90s. That's why I haven't been making more videos. But it sucks because I had like some cool leprechaun stuff I wanted to do for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
I just couldn't do it. It's just I'm working on getting to a spot to where I can make this a priority. It's just like the last few months I haven't been able to make this a priority.
That is what it is, man. It's supposed to be fun, and when you have the time to do it, so you got to do what you got to do. But you're always like, you keep your appearances up. That way, people know the lights are still on. You come up here.
and I've done a lot of pre-recorded stuff for other channels. So if I do go away, I'm still going to be here because those pre-recorded things are going to be popping up on Justin's channel and whatnot.
Mr. Bombastic.
It's Mr. Bombastic. I mean, I can drop a link, but like I said, Jonathan, it's
Yeah,
funny
there's
because
nothing on there.
yeah, once you
Mr.
do you plan?
Bombastic.
Let me ask you this: do you plan on doing stuff again? Did you want a
I
fresh
don't know,
reset?
man. I just don't want to do like I kind of want to do stuff, but like I need more time to do things. Like I just got another job and stuff like that. So it's like, if I can't do it like really well, I just don't want to do it anymore. I would
Yeah.
for a long time I was just doing stuff and like
Well, you know,
barely editing. So
well, this is what I can recommend to you, Jonathan, because if time is of the essence, dude, the people have 2 attention spans, 2 hours and 60 seconds. Whenever you just want to do something silly and you can knock it out in 60 seconds, use that shorts feature. Just throw shit up there.
I've
man.
thought about that, like just because it's
And
so
you can,
much.
and you can do whatever you want. Like dude, shorts are fun because when I go to take a piss and something crosses my mind, just randomly, I'm like, oh, let me write that down, and then I'll go film it later. It could be about whatever. Like I could think like one of my favorite shorts I did. I was in John, it's a true story. I was in my car going to go get food, and I was randomly thinking about Flintstones, the movie, and how the movie is about embezzlement for kids. What the hell is that? And I just thought, how ridiculous is that? And you can watch the short. I'm in my car, and I'm like, have you guys ever thought about how insane the plot is for the Flintstones movie for kids? Did any of us know what embezzlement was? It's just silly. Yeah. And then it got me like 80 subs. It did like 10,000 views in a day. Like just ridiculous shit.
Yeah. I have no idea what people like.
Dude, just film it and throw it up there. It's just short, you know.
You're a professional though, Christian. You can't be telling us to do that. We do it. It gets
I'm not a dude.
views.
I'm not a professional.
No,
are you kidding me? I am not
They care a little more what you think.
But here's the thing. I think the reason my channel works is because I don't come across as a professional. I don't talk at people. I ask questions. Dude, I do shorts where I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm asking the audience a question. Does anybody know what the fuck this is? That's the short.
But you're a pro. You're a pro though. You know what you're doing.
I've done it. Oh, I do it a lot. My point is, dude, I go the exact opposite approach. I wear baggy t-shirts, sweatpants. My hair is always a mess. I don't even wear socks when I film stuff. I think people are so used to, you know, I think people.
The secret to success.
That's the secret. But my point is,
too many socks.
My point is, I think there's too many people stop, look in the mirror, fix themselves before they film and stuff. And I just wanted to come across like I'm a dude. So, you know, I don't know. That's the way I approach it. You know.
Oh, I do want to promote one thing.
No, you're done. Good night, everybody. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So movie Misfits video, Chris. We are doing a video about 30 years of a Goofy movie. So I did want to throw that out. He did ask me to do that.
There's the proof, by the way. Yeah, I was in my last live stream. I had to get up because I had to go get one of the dogs. I was like, guys, I'm in my boxers. You see me walk out with you see my ass going out the door.
Hey, if we can get you like a MeUndies sponsor, you would do all of your live streams.
Every video.
Yeah, MeUndies. Listen, you got one right here. This is the most dedicated guy you could get.
Yeah.
Right here.
So, all right, guys, listen, thank y'all. We had a lively show tonight. Everybody was great. I appreciate the super chats. Let me see who I had. Amir, Anthony, JG, Chris B, Savoy, Davey Deathray, Sergio. Thank you guys, Mr. Deadlights. I'll be back soon. I'm sure I'll stream at least. I try to stream once a week just to have fun. And you guys, I really appreciate everybody that always comes and hangs out with the shows. Jonathan, thanks for hopping on, dude. I remember I felt horrible. Like I did a show like a week ago, Cody. At the start of the show, I was like, "Oh, Jonathan, you're hanging out. I'm gonna throw you the link, man. You come hop on." And then I just do the show, and I'm like, "Fuck." I don't know. Jonathan was just sitting there waiting the whole time. I felt like a jackass. So
No,
let's call him again tonight.
I'm just hanging out.
All right, guys. And Cody, Jonathan, as soon as I end this, I'm going to go. So I'm going to tell y'all bye as well. But thank you guys for hanging out. God bless everybody in the show tonight. We'll see y'all soon. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.